that people don't like the stealing is not a thing like Skyrim. There's
You reset that one.
it's a little lighter on that side, the looting side, but I like the treasure hunting. I like the fighting. I like the magic. Looks really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The weapons look really cool.
Yeah, that's out of frame. I think.
When is? I thought it was
PC?
out for another couple days.
Yeah,
I
PC.
have Game Pass. And
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have the.
That's probably the way to
premium
do it then,
edition
huh?
upgrade.
Yeah, I
So,
think it's.
You have Fortnite Battle Pass?
It doesn't.
yeah. I have Game Pass
Y'all got
Ultimate,
games on your phone.
and if you
A game on your
pay $15, you get the premium upgrade without paying for the premium edition.
Sure, that's
And
even better.
So I did that, so I could play it now.
Not in
It's
camera.
out on Wednesday.
Great.
Alrighty.
How do I
Okay.
just-
We're live. I guess I'm doing the intro. We forgot to talk about that before I pressed the button. But
All right.
welcome to TPK. Probably be the last time you hear me say hello to everyone. I don't we don't really have any announcements or anything right now.
Nope.
Crowdfunding is all closed out. We are bi-weekly now, so you can catch us here on Twitch every other week, forbidding any sort of like reschedules or cancellations, stuff like that. But if you're here, follow us on Twitch. Click the little button, click the little notification so that you get pinged when we go live. And that's it for now. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord already. In the About section, you can get a link to hop on our Discord. But yeah, I'm gonna toss it over to our lovely, beautiful DM, Don.
Gorgeous, darling.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hello and welcome.
Previously, sorry,
Yeah, previously,
how am I gonna do that?
to get the full gist, you might want to go back and watch the VOD if you missed it. But
I did.
we
upload
met.
the VODs.
Yeah, are they on YouTube now? Because
They're on YouTube
my buddy was
and Twitch.
because you
I
can't do
like-
in background in Twitch yet ever. But
You what?
you can't play Twitch in the background. Like, and my
Oh,
buddy
yeah.
was like, "I'll listen at work," and then he was like, "Oh, you can't play it in the background. Screw that."
So yeah, if you go to our YouTube, we have it on there now as well.
I can upload the audio if y'all want to. I'll probably teach one of you how to do it.
Cool.
Pull the YouTube video, pull it, but yeah, it's on YouTube and it's on Twitch as a highlight, which means it'll stay there forever until I tell it not to.
Yep.
Good.
We were introduced to the Moretti brothers.
Uh-huh.
They ran into a, down on his luck, in the ditch man
Literally.
named Terry.
Ditch man.
Ditch, man.
They continued to the city of Blackrock, known for its coal deposits and iron deposits, as well as a terrible place to live, obviously. Chaos ensued. They took out some little bandit boys, talked to a bartender, talked to a dwarf blacksmith.
That's my girl.
All in all,
Long now.
everything they did led to them getting arrested, and total party chaos, and it matches up.
So far.
But here we go. In the Second Age, before the times of decay and political strife, the city of Blackrock went by another name. Shimmering veins of opalescent light brought wealth and prosperity to the city of Viridia. Overseen by Joaquin, the goddess of trade and commerce, the denizens of Viridia and her twin city Valeran sought for nothing. Every one of them freely pursuing each ambition as they saw fit. From this wealth came an age of fierce beauty and artistic freedom, a true bohemian utopia. Here, for 1,000 years, life was a journey to find one's true, authentic self and share it. I lost my place. Sorry. But when worlds have bastions in it, they also have liabilities. And when war breaks out, wealth is coveted above all else, in spite of the gods that share it openly. Surging from the west, an endless horde led by the demigod Grumsh laid siege to Viridia, stealing away her beauty and turning it into the bellows of war by which to fan the flames of slaughter. Even the most pure of gems can be carved. When Grumsh struck her down that day, Joaquin knew in her heart, to save future innocence, it would cost her and her people everything. And since that day, not one gem has come out of the mines. The city was sacked and brought low, a scar on Krethos that never recovered. Once a bastion of light and prosperity, Blackrock sits as no more than a geographical marker, as the most western point before the scarred wastelands. With the turning of the third age, the age of decay, Blackrock is known now for its coal and iron ore deposits, as well as a destination for those either enslaved or trying to disappear, a sick and ironic symbol of desperation. It's here that Baron von Kessler weighs the scales, trading in lives, turning blood to gold. On a cold and rainy night, 4 men are being led across the bridge to Blackrock Keep, their hands bound, their mouths gagged. Awaiting them is Garrick Thornwood, the sergeant-at-arms and commanding officer of the Hammers. He's never liked the name the Baron gave to the Watchers of the Law, but then again, he is the Baron. The name makes him feel like a tool, a blunt tool to keep the people of Blackrock subservient. He's an honorable man, but honor only makes life harder in these times. Standing 6 feet tall with pepper gray hair and a gruff-looking unkempt beard, Thornwood paces in his office. It's something he's used to doing. It's his only cope for the loss of hope. The unwieldy, cold black mantle with crow feather mane, somehow a symbol of authority, pokes at his ribs as he paces. He looks out his window, and with the intermittent flashes of light the storm provides, he sees they have them working even now, in the middle of the night. Gods be damned, is there no justice in this world? A sudden and deliberate knock at his door interrupts the thought. Enter, he says as he takes a swig of his flask. And entering in is, accompanied by the guards that arrested you, are you three, the Moretti twins, and Terry, and your half-orc friend, Thoric. Well, quote-unquote friend. Persuaded comrade, I don't know.
Heavily persuaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are brought before Commander Thornwood. Well, what'd they do? A guard speaks up for you guys, and he says, they committed murder. They killed.
I didn't
you guys
kill, I butchered.
You are gagged. You are all gagged. Well, Thorn, seeing you protest, Thornwood gives the signal to ungag you, and the guards untie your gags. He waits for one of you to speak, staring at all of you intently.
So, listen, Mr. I touch unmentionable for too long when I frisk a man. These heinous allegations are untrue.
We were defending ourselves.
Who'd they kill? Just some riffraff down at the skeever.
We came down for negotiations. We came down to talk peace. There was trouble between bars. All I did was make a deal with this young gentleman here. When we came to the bar, they were assaulting and trying to kill him. If anything, I did a public service defending this man.
Thoric's eyes are just like going wide as he's contemplating if he should even talk.
Tell him we saved your life.
Well, I mean, yeah. They saved my life, but what is my life worth to the Baron?
Look, we're honest businessmen. We were contracted to come talk terms over the misunderstandings with the bars. I don't know what this crazy lady with the robe was doing and hiring these men to murder and hurt other people, but I feel like I've been mistreated unjustly and am really...
There's no one in a robe. It's just ashes.
I'm sorry. What does this have to do with me? In the middle of the night, you interrupt me and bring me murderers that could just as easily go to the mines.
Can I take these things off yet?
Is there no law and justice in this town? This is crazy.
You must not know where you are, friend.
Oh, I feel like I know where I am, and if I am correct, I should be able to talk with, the man in charge, because, he operates on you're only guilty if you don't have the money to pay for your innocence. and maybe I could help him in a way that keeps me from getting these beautiful hands dirty.
You want to talk to the Baron? Thornwood stares you down and says,
Is my other option going to a mine where only Benny will have fun?
It'd be great.
well, they call it a mine, but it's more of a city itself. Any undesirable that the Baron sees fit just gets sent to the mines. Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Terry, nice to meet you. Were you aware that a very dangerous individual has infiltrated your town? I don't know if you're familiar with the cult of the Forever Flame, but they're running wild throughout your city. And they're the ones who instigated this whole misunderstanding.
Man spitting truth.
Not that I know anything about the cult at all. I just overheard the name and
Roll a deception.
shit. I should have stopped talking.
And then, since you guys are both kind of taking the lead, do kind of a group persuasion. Or if Vinny wants to take the lead, you can give him the help action to give him advantage, since his bonus is probably pretty high.
What is?
Mine's
It's up to
plus
you guys,
7, but I rolled. Why don't you help?
Oh
me?
shit, you guys are both pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, it's. I have 5. He has a 7. So
Damn.
Why,
Okay.
why don't you help me then for the lie?
yeah, why? Yeah, go ahead.
So 19. Well, he would have done better. Fuck. I'll help you next
By
time.
one. By one.
Thornwood sits down at his desk, slides his flask into the shelf. He takes a second and looks you both over, looks at Benny, looks at Thoric. Leave us. I think I can handle these. Leave them bound, but leave us. The guard shakes, nods, and walks out, closes the door.
As soon as they walk out, can I break my shackles?
Roll a strength.
And then I just want to oh boy.
Yeah, my deception and intimidation are not my persuasion.
Would it just add my strength
Better
mod?
lying.
Mm-hmm.
So 13.
They have you bound in leather, and when you go to break them, they don't break because it's wet leather from the rain, but you do manage to stretch it out enough to where you can get a hand out. So behind your back, it is stretched, and you're you could pull your hand out if you needed to.
Can I just pull my hand out and go up to Vinny and just break his locks? Not aggressively or anything, just
You do that, and you see Thornwood stands up and puts his hands on his desk, and he says, I would stop if I were you.
Okay, after this.
and then I'm gonna break Vinny's locks.
Looking at you, because you still have your shovel.
Did it
It's...
report back to me?
I mean, that's, if I remember right, yeah. They couldn't get you to put it down. You tried to put it down, and it just came it's behind your back, and you're just holding it back there.
So how many guards are in here with him?
No guards.
No guards.
It's just Thornwood.
It's just us and Thornwood.
Yeah.
Your man. Please.
Benny, if I want you to help, I will ask for the help.
Okay, brother boss.
All right, go stand in the corner until I'm done talking.
Is there a chair that I can take to the corner?
No.
I go stand in the corner.
Okay.
Facing the corner.
Apologies.
Facing the corner.
Stares at the corner.
Look, there's no need to get violent. My brother is a special case, all right? Just too big for his own good, all right? It's fine. I'm just looking for a fair trade out of whatever situation you're trying to throw me into. I'm not gonna be any help in no mine or no mine city or no anything. Clearly, my skills are better elsewhere. So, fair trial or not, greased hands or not, whatever needs to be done. I'm sure we could find, even ground here.
There is no even ground in Blackrock. But
Can I roll insight?
I believe you. Yeah. Go for it.
I specifically want to know if he seems to be educating us on the system, or if he holds some resentment towards that.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
So got a 9 and a 9. Is he the oppressor or the oppressed?
Looking at him and his kind of manic, like unkept, disheveled like appearance for a man of authority, not to mention like the state of his office is just completely like in ruin. You can actually see spots on the stone where he paces back and forth in front of the window in his office. You see like his the wax sigil that he would stamp orders with is just thrown on the ground in the corner with the black rock seal with the hammers.
Is it by my corner?
No, it's behind him. And then you also see under his desks are a few bottles of like empty bottles of like hooch, like just like moonshine or something. It appears that he is in a place of authority that he has. It kind of contradicts his moral code. It's very obvious that he doesn't like his job.
Yeah, I just think Terry kind of vibes with that.
He's not hiding it at all.
Yeah.
And it's pretty well known throughout the people of Black Rock that doesn't like his job.
Okay.
He's forced to do things that he doesn't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I believe you, and looking at you, you would probably be worthless in the mines. No
Yeah.
offense.
None taken.
You'd probably get dirty.
Well, I don't know about our friend.
And he goes, first of all, you mentioned a robed figure. Did it look like this? And he pulls up a drawing of the first flame, like sigil of the amulet.
Can I make myself roll a deception to not react to that?
Mm-hmm.
Just to try and put myself in some trouble. So I got an 18. So
My
What do you
eyes
say?
are gonna dart to him, and if he tries to play it poker face, I'm gonna try and do the same thing. Guess I'm assuming I'm not supposed to tell him, and that's a 21.
Yeah. Do you guys say anything when he shows you it, though?
So I look at it and I'm essentially trying to pretend like that's the second time I've ever seen it.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to react like scared of it. I'll be like, yeah, the person who started the trouble in the shitty skeever had that symbol.
He shakes his head at the name. But
I did-
he's paying attention, though.
I agree. Thoric, can we do something about the name when this is all settled?
I didn't name it.
Well, you're in charge now. Everyone's dead.
He has like a moment of realization, like he just inherited a business.
Congratulations. You inherited 49% of a business. I look at Vinny. Yeah, they're the ones who started the trouble. They're the reason this whole misunderstanding has occurred. And I think that you've got something subversive going on in here that we'd be much better suited to help you out with.
Reset the cameras.
We already did.
She just did.
Tyrell, it's already done.
We already did it.
She already did.
Tyrell, it's already done.
She already did it.
She went through all of it.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was too
She
focused.
went
You
through
guys were into the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were.
You guys didn't even notice.
Woo! In the moment.
You were so into the.
You guys
RP.
keep RP and we got this.
Yeah, I kind of trail off.
No.
Well, I don't know if we'd
We
be
got
good to handle them, but I do want you to know about them. And I mean, that symbol should be up on posters on every street corner, on every pole, at every door. I mean, bounties probably, right? Like, kill on sight.
I'll kill all of them.
He puts his hand up for you to stop talking.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I get a little nervous sometimes. And then I have trouble not talking. I'm doing it right now. I'm sorry. It's okay. Go ahead. You have my full attention.
He
Go ahead.
he turns and looks out the window at the poor souls working in the lower levels, and he just speaks into the window. If you want to help me, you'll be helping just me, and we'll have to keep it a secret. Can you keep a secret? And he turns around and looks directly at Vinny.
Hey, that's my middle name. Secrets.
When did that change, brother boss?
Shut up, Benny.
Okay.
In order to do this, I will also have to send you into the mines themselves.
Yay.
I will ask you, will you go willingly,
Yes.
pretending that I'm sending you there against your will?
Will I be allowed to take my luggage with me?
Yes. Everyone can take their things into the mines as they see
Are
fit.
you going to pay me for my services on
Depends.
completion?
It depends on the outcome, because I could be dead by the time you get back.
Oh, that would be unfortunate. But let's go on the idea that you're still here when I get back, because I'm coming back. And I will expect a reward for good work well done. You know, nobody does anything for free.
Fair enough. I'm sure if you can get the evidence I require, and we'll go into it, that I could find some sort of reward that would suit your moral compass. And he kind of says that as a jab.
Fantastic. Well, with that being said, I only have one more question, and it's more of like an assumption, and you can feel free not to say anything, to not incriminate you or shirk your honor or whatever. But I'm assuming this is going against the powers that be.
He just shakes his head, yes.
What are you getting us into?
Well, I mean, good guy shit can be good for
He-
business sometimes.
He reaches under his desk and pulls out a small box, slides it across the table.
Nothing. Nothing's in the box. Why would you ask that?
I'm gonna,
Ignore
yeah,
the box.
my hands are free now because Benny freed them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey,
yeah,
by
I'm
the
just
way,
gonna,
Benny, could you, since we're all friends now?
yeah, Benny, go ahead, and
As
then
soon
I
as
walk up
Penny
to the
tells
box.
me I will.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I walk up to the box and I open it.
You see bills of purchase, and you also see ledgers of lives. How many have died in the mines, and how much profit has come from that, and how much every person is expected to mine their own weight in either coal or iron ore per day. And if they can't, they get put down into the lower sections of the mine where it's basically anarchy.
That'd be a lot of money for Benny.
I keep it lean.
Like, that's what goblins are thriving. in the
I'd be as light as I could be.
I'm 440, dude. I'd be screwed.
All right. Well,
And
that's
the-
depressing.
I agree. And in the current state, this isn't evidence enough for even the Empire to do anything.
So you need more.
Look, I just want to make things better for the people of Black Rock. It's all I've ever wanted. I understand your wants and needs probably don't align with mine, but I could see us being allies for the better good.
Absolutely. Money talks, friend. And, you know, if we're being honest with each other, slave work really always makes my stomach hurt.
It makes me sick.
It's too much, too many variables. Anyways.
He just kind of goes, he's like, yeah.
I mean, there's lots of other problems as well.
Yeah, sure.
What's his title again? Sergeant?
Mm-hmm.
All right, boss. What do you need me to do?
Well,
Can I take the box? Or is he
he doesn't stop you.
okay? I'm gonna take that and
He really seems like a man like at the end of his rope.
okay.
I don't know where you came from. I don't know why you came here.
It's probably for the best.
But if you can cause enough chaos in the mines that I could declare martial law and send some of my most trusted men down there, I think we could do something.
Benny just
Top
starts.
man.
Benny just starts smiling.
Yeah, like the instant like dual moment where we almost do look like twins, at least in the face.
Yeah.
Where as soon as you said cause as much chaos,
We look
And-
at each other.
are just the evil like smile that comes up on both of our faces. It's like
Terry
Now.
cringes. He's like,
if you would have
when
opened
you say
with that.
martial law, he's like,
Living up to the name.
I need an excuse
Yes.
to basically. I've been barred from even performing investigations
by who?
in the mine. The Baron himself, Baron von Kessler.
Baron.
If I go down there, not only is my position forfeit, but also my life and the lives of my men. What ones are still here and not in the mines themselves. And also, there will be contacts down there. If you give them this or show them this, they will trust you. And he takes off his signet ring and hands
Okay.
it to you.
Yeah, I take it and I pocket it.
On the ring, when you look, do you look at it?
Yeah, I like
You see
appraise it real quick.
golden scales,
How much?
like symbolic of the goddess of trade and commerce, with wings lifting it to the heavens.
Okay. Huh. I pocket it and I'm like,
Joaquin.
Phoenix.
Joaquin's rest.
Sorry.
Anyways, he says, "Well, chaos, I absolutely can do.
I'm
So-
not saying just kill people. I'm saying
Oh.
Oh,
I need you
please,
to
you
help.
insult me.
I'm sure they have some kind of operation running already.
Right.
My soldiers are not dumb, but they've been put there unjustly. I want them out, and I need them.
I've broken a couple unions in my day. All right, I can handle
Terry cringes.
this. We'll get creative. Don't worry, it'll be big and flashy and beautiful, and hopefully not too much collateral damage. Though I don't make any solid promises on that.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
Seem like
Uh,
you're speaking each other's language a little bit, but can we just agree that after things are handled with the Baron, that martial law is not going to be an indefinite thing? Like, we're not just trading this guy for, no offense, this guy.
You have my word.
I didn't
Can
really
I-
care.
You can inside that if you want. Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of like looking to see if he squares up at all or if he is being dismissive to me. Only 5.
You
The booze.
you can't tell if he's lying, but he looks relieved
Okay.
when you say that to him. Like his frow or his brow like unfurls and his face kind of lightens a little bit. He could just be a good liar though.
That's true. So,
Yeah, see, I
Just
like to keep an angel on my
hypothetically-
shoulder and an idiot on my shoulder. It works really well.
Yeah, idiot.
hypothetically, Benny calling me an idiot is a new low, and I've been pretty low. So, just want to. Hypothetically, maybe this is me being naive, which is a trend, but if there was a right way to do this, like say we got some really solid evidence, do you have someone at the Empire that would take this evidence so that you're not implicated? Is there a way to do it without the martial law? No offense, Vinny.
I don't care. As long as I get paid.
I've tried a lot.
I could see that. I get it. There's got to be a problem with the evidence, right? Like you can't prove that there's bad dealing. You can just prove it's bad. Or what? What's the problem?
Well, I just hate what this city's become.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even care about the evidence. If you just free the people and get them out of there. And he like looks at Thoric and he's like, he stops talking to you and he's like, what about you? You haven't said much. We gonna have a problem? And Thoric kind of looks at you guys and
Benny
looks
will
down
flex
at his
his
binds. And he just shakes his head no. He with you?
No, but he's not gonna be a problem.
Oh, he works for it.
Well, technically, he's gonna work for, old man at the bar. But
Oh yeah, you said save the concept for the next city. I remember now.
yeah,
My business plan.
yeah, I don't want to get invested in this rat hole. Anyways, no, he's fine. He's on the take at least. You won't have to worry about him much. I mean, do you want me to plant evidence? Because I can make that happen. I mean, you want the Baron to disappear? Because I can make that happen too. I mean, it all goes down to what kind of currency you're working with.
I think
That's not what I meant. I meant above board, like actual evidence.
freeing the people will bring the Baron down itself.
All right, so go down, make a mess, free the people.
Cause a scene.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay.
Just know, when you get in there, the only help you have is yourselves and the few men that are loyal to me. I don't know the state of things down there, and I have no control once you're past that boundary.
What's a good adventure without a little bit of mystery, right? And I'm
Better than
also
wasting away in
allowed-
a fucking office.
Well, fair.
I'd
You're not
go-
gonna begrudge me if we find anything of value or, something we might want to take on our trip, souvenirs and such. You're not gonna frisk me after this, right?
No,
Fantastic. Interest.
not unless I see reason to.
Oh no, you won't have any reason to worry about me once this is over, because we will be long gone. No offense.
None taken. I'm out of options. I'm
And
down to just trusting random strangers.
all right. Well, I think we're on the same page, and I think we're good to go. But and he leans in a little bit closer to you, and he's like, "You just think about the Baron thing. We finish this, whatever. We get the people out. You have a change of heart, and you want someone to go away.
He gives you a very deliberate, stern look and just shakes his head once. We'll talk about it. Take care of the people, then we'll deal with the Baron.
Vinny gives him a wink and turns around and is like, "Well, Benny, we got a job to do. Let's go do it."
You have to understand, you have to go in under the illusion that it's against your will.
No problem.
All right.
I would like to break Thoric's binds
All right.
and then just kind of walk over. Can I grab his flask out of the drawer and drink it real quick?
Thornwoods?
Yeah.
He doesn't let you come behind his desk.
Okay.
You walk like you're going to go, and he just stands in front of you looking at you.
Benny, don't antagonize the man. We got stuff to do. We're probably gonna have to get bound
He's
again.
looking
Waste
up
of
at you,
time.
actually.
I'll just look down at him and just be like, "Where's Muffin?"
I'm sorry?
It's his hammer. He calls it muffin.
Oh. Just show the guards that brought you here that sigil. They'll give you your shit.
Fantastic. Where do we meet? Who do we meet to get thrown in the pit?
Oh, they'll take you there now.
Oh, fantastic.
Just remember, you're going against your will. The Baron's men will be watching. Be careful.
In full.
I know you've got your own problems you're worried about, but the Forever Flame,
Yeah.
you should watch out.
Oh,
That
I
lady
am.
was crazy, violent, out of nowhere. And I think she was trying to stir up some shit in there, maybe even recruit for her little cult.
If you do find evidence linking the Baron to the cult, please bring it to me.
Terry, the camera like zooms in on Terry, and he's like, "Link the Baron to the."
I have suspicions, and being linked to a cult is
Maybe I don't wanna go
unbecoming
behind.
of a Baron.
Maybe we should just go, leave town.
And leave a great pit. I mean, all those innocent people down in the pit.
The Baron,
think so.
Thornwood rolls his eyes when Vinny says that.
They do have this awesome deal where he does work for free and then lets you pay him back slowly over time.
He like literally looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, you want to get invested?" Big's only 10% to start.
Look, I'm not a businessman.
Great.
I don't know what kind of deals you have, but let's talk about it when we have control of the city. I'm going to let you know, this is a fucking coup. I'm vying for power. I'm being honest with you. I will keep my word. The power will return to the people. Slavery will end. But as far as any future prosperity between the two of us, let's talk about that when things are a little brighter around town. And I don't feel so goddamn sick waking up every day to this fucking job.
I can get behind that.
I feel like Benny doesn't know what a coup is. So he's gonna be like, okay, Benny, let's go coup.
You think it's like a type of chicken?
Yeah.
I reset the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Reset the timer.
And he kind of just sits there and looks at you guys, waiting for anyone to say anything.
We're off.
Yeah, I'm walking to the door.
We're off to coup.
He says, just 1 second. And he rebinds all of you
Oh, yep.
with your bindings in the front this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls the gag up, but he makes it nice and loose for you. So if you need to talk, you still can.
Oh, when you rebind Vinny, you would probably feel his pistol in the wrist of his suit.
I'll see if he notices. He definitely noticed. And
He just like makes eye contact when he like grabs and like feels the gun
mhm.
Wink.
and just like you just like placid expression, just the fact that he was like armed and confident in the fact that he was armed the whole time, but just let it be.
He doesn't even respond to it. He looks you in the eye and just moves down the line. Like he's cool with it. If I'm alive when you get back, we'll have more talking. Thanks for trusting a desperate old man. And he kind of like pushes Benny to go out the door to like lead you out there.
Hits his head on the
Can I just kick the door open?
It opens this way, so you kick it and it just boom. A guard pushes the
Benny,
door
we
open.
gotta be victims here. We're supposed to pretend like we're prisoners. Come on.
Okay.
Do as the nice men say, all right? You can break plenty of shit once we're in the
Oh,
pit.
we have gag on.
He has his like hand around your arm and he leads you out and he says, "Right, take him straight to the mines. I'm turning in for the night. Make sure it all goes well." And he does like the slyest of winks to Vinny, and then goes into his office and slams the door.
All right.
The arresting officer that originally arrested you guys like grabs you, and 2 guards on each side of you lead you through the night.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to the opposite side of the bridge from Black Rock Keep, you turn 180 degrees and start going down, carved into the like rock, like a steep stairway, just going down and down. A winding staircase that goes into the mountain, and down and down and down it goes until the light fades You no longer see any flashing lightning, and you see the dark, sooty light of like sconces on the wall with oil. There's burn marks around the torches, and you start to hear pickaxes and people murmuring as you get to the first barricade of the entrance to the mines. You see a makeshift like wall, and standing at the front is an entire like platoon of Blackrock guards. These guards are different. They don't have weapons, they have whips, they have chains, they have guns. And then seeing the guards leading the group in, the doors open without a word.
Wait, they have guns?
A couple of them have guns, yeah. Like scatter guns.
Shit.
You don't know exactly what they do, but they are scatter guns. It looks like a blunderbuss almost. And you see like there's a big main guy that just kind of goes as you guys walk by. Like he has a shit-eating grin. And you guys are led into the mines. Takes about 20 minutes to get where you're going. You walk through like dank, nasty, desperate hallways of the encampment of people trying to bargain their way out with different goods they've scavenged in here. You hear people desperately trying to sell goods and trade for iron ore to save their own lives to get their daily quota. You walk past that, and they leave you. They unbind you, they ungag you, and they just push you forward. And then they turn and walk away.
Do we have our gear?
Yeah. People are armed in the mines.
Like a whole nother city down here.
Mm-hmm. You are now underground in the mines of Blackrock, beneath Blackrock Keep.
Unwashed bodies and desperation. I fucking love that smell.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like coal mixed with death.
All right. First things first, let's get a lay of the land, boys.
Benny's actively like trying to reach in for some like jerky or something because he's hungry.
I'm gonna.
Where we going?
Yeah, that's the question. What now?
You're in a main kind of dome area that's been carved out. There's two main passages, the one behind you and one going even further. And it looks like in the walls of this main area, like hub, people have carved out little living areas for them to lay in and have their own personal space from what they can salvage.
Okay. Does it just from looking around the main hub, is there any like areas that might hold someone, there's always someone above another, right? Like
There's
top
always a
echelon-
hierarchy.
Yeah, there's always a hierarchy. Is there an area that looks
Vinny
like
immediately first thing like checking out the pecking order.
yeah, like an area
Uh,
that might hold the people who run the dregs that are not the guards, that are also residents here?
You see a small group of people playing dice. They have, their clothes are a little more intact. They're wearing like leather gear, not the normal rags that you see of the desperate folk.
Okay.
They do look like they might have more resources than everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, you will see a couple guys walking around with just like axes out, just looking at everybody. And they walk further down the main tunnel ahead of you, past you, as you guys are all just kind of like taking it in.
Benny, I've heard that the first thing you do in prison is walk up to the biggest person you can find and punch them.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and just.
Who are you going for?
So you said there's people playing dice, right?
Yeah, about
He said go
5
for the
people.
biggest.
We're with him.
So I'm gonna go for the biggest guy, whether he's the leader or not.
All right, you just walk up and cheap
Reckless
shot
attack.
him. You're gonna just cheap shot him in the back of the head or something.
Yeah, I want a reckless attack.
All right, roll to attack.
Reckless punch.
Ooh,
Woo, starting off strong, guys.
It's prison. We gotta
Okay, so that's 17 to hit.
That hits.
establish authority immediately.
This
You
is
established something.
unarmed, so it's
And chaos. We're two birds. Two canaries, one stone mine.
so that's just gonna be what, 7 damage.
Oh my god. 7 damage for an unarmed. Okay. Yeah. You guys watch almost in shock. Well, it was your idea, so not so much shock, but Benny walks over.
Too hard.
He grabs like a middle-aged guy who just happens to be taller than the rest, lifts him off his feet and just bonks him on the back of the head, knocks him unconscious, and drops him. The other
I
four
wanna
guys
punch him.
playing dice just back like into the wall. One of them goes to grab like a dagger. He says, "What the fuck?"
How you doing?
Establish dominance.
Welcome. We're new here. Not welcome, but like hello. You could welcome me, but you know what I'm saying.
Quite the entrance.
I mean, got a certain dominance or whatever. I've never been in prison.
You see they look at your gear, and then they look like the guy just takes his hand off his knife and puts his hands up.
We have an understand. See, it works out so much better when you start with an understanding.
Good job, Benny.
We're new.
Another one?
No, wait.
Oh,
Let him talk now.
We're looking for.
Fallon?
Sure.
He just points at the guy you just knocked out.
Oh,
What did he do?
then no, we're not looking for him. We're looking for who's running day to day around here.
Oh. Not him. He kind of spits on him.
Yeah.
You see one of them, like, now that you guys are just kind of talking,
Yeah.
one of the like shadier characters just kind of grabs his starts grabbing his shit and like runs off. And they kind of all disperse except for the guy you're talking to.
Yeah.
He just literally like
around here.
points down the hallway that leads further. He's like, "You'll know him when you see him. Yeah,
Right.
they'll probably do the same thing to you."
Yeah, maybe.
Tell people what you saw here today.
If you really want to know, talk to Karnak.
I don't think he heard me.
Karnak. Good.
Yeah, you'll know him. Dwarf, bald, eye patch.
Eye patch. Got it. Also, where do I not want to be seen? Like, where these guards like to hang out and really hassle folks? I'm trying to keep a low profile, well, a semi-low profile, until I'm ready to, make some bigger moves.
When you say low profile, he looks at Benny and then looks at the knocked out dude and then looks at you like, "Are you serious?"
I'd like to circumvent being anywhere near where they're gonna see that.
I mean, the guards don't even come past the first hub. They're fucking pussies.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. How motivated would you say the folks down here are to like not be down here?
He gives you the "Are you serious?" look again, and then he's like, "I'd do anything to get my hands on one of those guards."
Anything you say. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
You talk to Karnak, you'll
Yeah.
find somebody just as willing.
Right. All right. Well, you've been a huge help. Thank you very much. And he's actually gonna flip 1 gold piece to him. Just 1 gold piece.
You might want to keep that under wraps too.
Oh,
But
don't
I'll
worry.
take it. He bites it, and then he goes to walk away unless you say anything else.
No, yeah, I let him go.
He,
I'm like,
he helps Fallon up, and Fallon just like, "Who fucking hit me?" Turns around and just slams into Benny's chest, and then he just puts his hands up.
Benny just pats him on the head and then gives him some jerky.
He looks. This is the most confused man you've ever seen in your life. He's just like rubbing his head as the guy you were talking to like helps him walk away.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh fuck!" Realizing he's been robbed, and they like kind of stumble away.
well, there's 2 options with the Morettis. You got to experience both today, so remember that, okay? Do you want the bites or you want the hits?
He's like about to like yell at you, and then he second guesses himself and keeps walking away.
Okay, we properly abused the locals. Good job, Benny.
Thank you.
All right, let's go find.
You've
Karnak.
asserted dominance.
Yeah. It was a effective method. Kudos.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading down. I start walking down that main thing.
Okay. Down the main tunnel, down the middle is a like nasty looking stream that's been carved, man-made, and it is as nasty as you would imagine.
Poop
But it but it is like the better option than just shitting in a cave.
Fair.
They've made some sort of makeshift aqueduct that leads out to the hub and down into the further into the mines.
We have to walk through this.
No, you can walk on either side of it. But
Shit
you
river.
you could walk through it if you feel like it, Benny.
No, I don't want to walk.
Don't walk in the shit river.
It does. You can almost feel the smell like
You, like,
as you
taste
walk
it.
through it. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's better. Like I said, it's better than just shitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Everybody shits.
Everybody shits.
Yeah.
As you say that. No, I'm just kidding.
You wonder how they get food as you see this because shit means that they eat. So
I mean, I'd hope they eat.
Yeah.
I mean, something.
you walk for just a few minutes, and it opens up into another main hub area. And this looks much more like there's a lot more going on. You see
Okay.
people trading in what goods they have. There's some people here that actually have like armor on, and they're kind of patrolling around. And sitting raised above on a platform at a main table is a dwarf with a red beard, a bald dwarf with a red beard and an eye patch, and he looks like he's going over some blueprints. He's surrounded by, other shady characters.
I'll look at Vinny and be like,
Do we do it
him
again?
next?
No. No.
Okay. Tell me when.
Gentle hands for this one. All right. I'm gonna make my way towards Karnak.
And I'll be right behind him.
Two big like brutes, like a half orc and like a big like Leonin, stop you, and they just kind of get in your way with their arms crossed, and they're like, "State your business."
Hey, I got an appointment with Karnak.
When you say Karnak, you actually see him look up, and he smiles, and you see that he has like 3 gold teeth, and then like most of his bottom row is missing,
Hell
and he pulls out a cigar, lights it, and just leans back in his chair. Let him through. New arrivals.
could
You
say-
still look clean.
I like to keep it that way. Got a unique establishment here.
We do what we can. How can I help you? I'm Karnak.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Vinny Moretti. This is my brother Benny. That's Terry.
Hi.
Hello.
Is there a
Hey,
less conspicuous place we might be able to talk? I might have some information you'd like to hear. I don't know.
he looks to his right to like a drow woman in black leather. He's like, sure, but she's coming.
Fair
You
enough.
talk to me, you talk to her.
I mean, if you trust her.
Come on.
All
He
right.
stands up, pushes his chair in, and leads you like through like a hanging skin, like a hide, and you walk into what you assume is like his bedroom.
Yeah, okay.
It's just like a carved out dome area with a makeshift like bed just in the middle with a small fire. He sits on the bed, spits in the fire, and looks up at you, and then he offers you like some type of ceramic jug.
I'll take it
All right.
and I'll
Holding it in your hand, it's burning your nose.
yeah, I'm going to attempt to fake a swig.
Okay,
So I'm gonna roll deception.
sure.
That is a 25.
He nods and like holds his hand back to take it.
Ooh, you got some good toilet rum here.
Yep. Made it myself. He takes the biggest of swigs, and you just see him go. Takes a big rip off his cigar, and he goes, all right, let's cut to the chase. What do you want?
Look, we to keep it simple, I have no intentions of staying in this fucking place. All
Fair
right?
enough.
I've got jobs.
Me either.
And I've got people to answer to. So, we are uniquely equipped to remove ourselves from the situation. And we were told that if I came to you, I might find some support in the department of an uprising of sorts.
You see his brow like rises and he smiles at you. He's like, an uprising, huh?
Yeah, like the whole shebang.
You mean out there? Us? Out there?
Guards, push our way out this hole.
Who's your boss?
Well, my boss is an anonymous party. He doesn't want to be recognized for his, what do you say, good works.
Mm. Hmm.
I can't say.
He looks over at the drow woman. You see her just like shrug her shoulders. He walks over to the far end of the room, and something you hadn't noticed because the drape over this box kind of blends in with the rock face.
Okay.
And he just pulls it off, and inside of a wicker like cage, you see. Describe your character.
So you see a very bug-eyed goblin in a tattered brown cloak, who has just the saddest demeanor you've ever seen. Very small, very meek, and very much like Creeper from the Black Cauldron. So if you're a fan, that's him.
Little
What the hell is even
bug-eyed,
that?
shifty goblin.
Little shifty goblin boy.
Benny will go over to feed
Got
it.
cages in cages. I guess that rolls downhill, they say.
He does.
Benny will go over and feed it.
He gives you like the craziest fucking look. Like, what the fuck?
Don't touch Squinch. Don't touch Squinch.
I'll just like throw the food in the cage.
Nice. Nice pet. What is that?
Puts it in pocket.
That's the remnants of the last boss before I took over.
Master is dead.
He is. He is dead.
But Master is dead.
He just shakes his head. He walks back to his bed, sits down. He's like, look, I don't know who sent you, why you're here, why you're so well equipped for the mines, but what kind of assurance can you offer me that you're not just yanking my chain and gonna get me killed?
Right. I thought you'd ask that, but one, I can guarantee that if this is a success, the powers that be on the top side are not going to be an issue anymore. So our ability to exit BlackRock completely will be absolutely 100% open, and depending on the level of success and discretion we use in that success, it could be very lucrative on your side.
Right. That was my second part of my question is,
Yeah, I mean,
what makes you think that I would give up what I have going on, what shit it is, to risk it on strangers I've never met before?
right. I know you love.
And he looks at Terry, and like looks you up and down, and then he moves to Benny. And he looks at Thoric.
Dork's here.
Yeah, there was her.
Fourth work.
Yeah, Thoric's just like looking around, like
I'm having a day.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck, man.
Pardon me, new master. Can I Squinch could go with them. Keep an eye on them. Squinch's very good at hiding.
You might need a guide. The mines are red.
Squinch is a great guide. Squinch loves this place.
You want this little rat with you? I'm getting kind of sick of him. I kept him here as like a cruel joke, but now I'm getting kind of sick of him.
Yeah, Finney's like looking at Squint and is like,
Hovel, sweet Hovel, either way.
I mean, he's in a cage, man. Come on.
New friend.
Yes, Squinch.
I mean,
all right.
you
yeah,
could. I mean, at the end of the day, you could at least eat him or something. I don't know.
Oh, Squinch no taste good, but
I agree.
Squinch good guide.
Yeah, okay.
You're stinking up my room.
I'll take him
Squinch.
off. I'll take him off your hands. I can leave with you a little
holdover for assurances that you may act when, the signal's given, if you know what I mean. I just need a concerted force to help all these sad saps find some spine and get running when it goes down. Right? I could pay you 20 and then guarantee you another 20 once we're out.
You got any up front?
Without
Yeah.
question, Benny will just pull out 20.
20 gold?
20 gold.
Benny knew what Benny was talking about.
Yeah. That's for an assurance that you'll pull the trigger when the time comes. Now, the rest will pay out once everyone's happy and free in the sunshine.
He kind of like plays with the gold like poker chips in his hand, and then he just throws it on the ground, and he says, I don't want gold. I want the guards dead. When we get to do that,
Benny picks up the
I'll
gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Benny's
literally
picking
as
up the
soon as you throw
gold.
on the ground, Benny's like literally just like turns his head and Benny goes and grabs all the gold.
I want a little fucking payback for what I've been done to me and my people.
Hey, blood payments. My
For every
favorite
guard
type
I
of
kill,
payment doesn't cost
I'll
me
make
anything.
sure you get paid back tenfold when I get back out there and in charge.
We should probably talk about this, Vinny.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good deal. I like that.
Okay.
I mean, we should at least discuss
That piece
it,
of
right?
shit, Baron and his little fucking pansy, the sergeant, they're dead too.
Yeah.
As this is going on, can I break Squinch out?
You just doing it?
Yeah.
Roll a strength.
Alright.
I mean, it's easy.
Am
check.
I
It's
attacking
just
it
like-
or am I just strength?
Just do a strength
As
check.
your advisor, perhaps we should discuss
19.
before we agree to anything.
I lean in super close to Tara and
Just
I'm like,
opens it.
Squinch jumps on your back and like hides.
"Please don't."
Well, since you're breaking my stuff, can you throw it away for me?
Obviously, we're not gonna tell who we were
The cage?
Yeah.
and whatever
Stinks like goblin shit.
you once
I do poop a lot.
under the bar.
I do. I'm to my ADHD right now. I heard I
Oh, yeah,
do
you're
a
sorry.
lot while I'm trying to.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
Benny will take the cage and just
Squinch
throw it as
defecates
far as he
frequently.
can out of the tent.
Squinch.
There you go.
He's frequently. I still don't know what he said. All I can hear is the poop lines.
What were you guys discussing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Spin
So
sticks.
he's leaning real close. He's like conversing. He's like, "Give me a moment with my partner."
Of course.
And he leans into Terry. He's like,
You're on my back now.
"This is order of operations.
Huh?
We're answering to the big man, right?
Are we?
We're gonna do."
I'm having trouble understanding who you're
All
answering
right.
to. Okay, I'm listening. Go.
I answer to me at the end of the day. Let's get that straight.
Got it.
Okay. 2. We're working for who.
Uh huh.
We're gonna complete that task.
Uh huh.
In the meantime, we align in certain ways with this gentleman here. And once he accomplishes what we need him to
Uh huh.
we can reassess on future negotiations. But for now,
Squinch is just standing there listening.
Squinch is on my back.
we placate. We make the
Okay.
deal.
I'll trust you with it.
Don't worry. I got your best. I got everyone's best interest.
Oh my god. I'm so.
Vinny turns
I,
back. He's
for
like.
some reason, believe that.
Vinny turns back. He's like. I like it.
Yeah.
Gods are yours.
All right.
All I need is a guarantee that you're not gonna use the fodder as fodder. It's gotta be straight up. My employer would like to see some of these down on the lucks make it out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. I can't guarantee that they won't take the opportunity and get themselves killed in the moment.
That's up to them. Let fate
I
decide.
mean, the last time they tried, God, the poor souls. They
Yeah.
killed a lot of them.
Right.
I don't know if you saw the guards in the front, but they're well equipped.
No, I got you. And our hope here is we're gonna be able to find a way to weaken that point before you make your move. So
Mm.
we're gonna find out what we need to find out and do what we need to do
And I just need to know that you're going to do your happy slaughter.
Oh, I will, bud.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna get out and breathe that fresh air, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
I'm sick of smelling shit every day.
Yeah, the shit river is a little much.
You might want to
Looking for your hat for bugs.
check with another group down here. They might be willing to help, but they might take some persuading.
All right.
Something that could really help us. Rumors. People talk, right?
That they do.
So, if you could help point us towards people that maybe there's rumors that they are loyal to the sergeant at arms, that could help us navigate down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you where they are.
Yeah, who would you suspect is loyal to the Thornwood?
No suspicions about it. They're openly loyal to him.
Oh,
They're in 2 hubs back. You got to go deeper.
what's the
Oh.
name?
The Hammers.
Huh?
The Hammers.
I'll create a
Oh,
bunch.
there's a Hammers faction down here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stupid fucking name.
It actually kind of is thematic to the whole mind thing if you think about it.
You wanna go
Well,
get
I
some
mean, I
fried
think
rat
they
after
call them
this?
the pickaxes or something like that.
I have food.
Not very creative.
What is it made of? Rats?
Coal and iron? I don't know. Pickaxes are more for like gems and stuff,
got your
right?
fried rat.
No, you take
Be
coal
good.
with pickaxe. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you. That was all I wanted to fucking know.
Guide me.
All right, so Hammers, 2 hubs down, and this other group. What's their business? What's their deal?
They tried to create the law down here, kind of recreate what they did up there. People didn't take too kindly to it. They're kind of pariahs, you know. We don't like lawmen down here. I don't know what they did to get put in here, but I don't care. I don't want to be around them. I don't trust them. I don't give a fuck what they need. But they hold their own. I gotta respect that.
What's their name?
Oh, that's
The Hammers.
that's Thornwood's men.
Oh,
There's a small group of them further into the mines.
All right.
There's a lot of hammers down here.
I thought that there were 3 factions at play. I was like, okay. we're
Oh,
getting a
there-
little-
There's some crazy fucks down there, so just watch out.
The
But
hammers, the hammers, and the hammers.
That's-
Look at the drow
mhm,
woman.
mhm.
So, what's your deal?
She just pulls a blade out of like a front sheath, just puts it back in and smiles at you.
I show her my shovel and smile back at her.
She smiles right back at you, nods.
I smile bigger. I have no idea what's going on. Like,
She smiles almost menacingly and
Oh.
reveals like all her teeth have been filed sharp.
oh, okay.
Her red pale eyes, like just staring at you intently.
I'm like, huh. I misunderstood that social exchange.
He just kind of like looks over and he's like, it's hard to find good help around these days.
That's why Squinge is gonna help so much. Let's leave.
Exactly.
I heard you defecate frequently.
I do. Squinge does.
Not on the back of me, please.
Are you on top of him?
Yeah, he's on. Squinge is on my shoulders.
I'm on his back, kind of trying to like stay inconspicuous and occasionally peeking out to say stuff. At least until we get the hell out of here.
I have a backpack. on,
wonderful.
so you can be hiding.
Does anyone keep like records down here? Any scribes? Anyone who would likes to write? Any papers?
I eat paper.
I know there's not really day and night cycle down here, but surely someone likes to commit word to paper, right? In this big of a place?
You could talk to the old man. Banarak.
Seems like quite the feat becoming an old man down here.
He was old when he got here.
Oh, okay.
He's a good dude.
Thought it was one of those like
He
be scared
sells,
of people who live long in a profession where men die young situations.
We do what we can. He's made himself useful enough to survive.
Okay.
He deals in secrets and map making.
Oh, there you go. That's like your favorite thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that the old man that I talked to?
No, that was just a random person playing a game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You did great, though.
All right, so I trust you can get your troops in order while I'm gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
You just let me know.
All right. I'm going to go meet with the Hammers and possibly Old Man to see if I can't find some more weaknesses. And I'll be in touch.
Fair enough.
Oh, I mean, this goes without saying, it's the, it's the usual, but if you, get an inkling that you're going to turn or, play me for somebody else, I just want you to be very aware that I'm very, very, very good at getting revenge. I don't like it. It makes my stomach hurt. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it on the up and up. Good partnerships and all. But, I got to cover my bases. Got to let you know. I'll kill you if you try to double cross me.
Likewise.
Fantastic.
He spits in his hand and holds it out.
Yeah, Vinny will spit and shake his hand.
He squeezes your hand to a point where like he's making a point, and he pulls you in, and he goes, "I kill gods, not friends. If we become friends, maybe you'll kill some guards with me. Now go talk to the Hammers. See what kind of dumbass shit they're up to."
Perfect. Fantastic. All right, Benny. Let's go.
Hammer time.
And whatever your name is.
Squinch.
All right, Squinch. Yeah.
You guys all walk back out to the main platform, and you see that like a crowd has like gathered around, kind of wondering what's going on, just like rabble. And Thoric stays in the room.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I would nudge Vinny and nod my head that Thoric was. Well, keep him close. We don't know.
Benny, go see what Thoric's doing.
Can I just go to Thoric and then
I'm gonna
just
jump
kind
off
of...
your back. I'm not going back.
You walk back in there, and he is talking to what did I name? Karnak.
Okay. I'm just going to walk up and... Can I just grab him? And just take him out of the room?
Put his hand on his shoulder.
Uh,
go.
he's gonna resist, but you can try.
Okay. 19?
You start to drag him out of the room. He turns, faces you, and he says, "If you think you're going to bring me down here and just drag me around, you're dead wrong."
Can I knock him out?
Before you go to swing on him, Karnak puts his hand up, and he's like, "No violence. I'm a very violent man, but you're in my bedroom."
No violence in the bedroom.
It's true. He's very
And
violent.
you notice that the drow has already pulled out 2 daggers, and she's just staring at you like,
Yeah, I'll just be like... I guess Benny doesn't really know what to do right now.
Is
Thoric,
everything okay, Benny?
like,
Thoric?
he kind of pleads with you, and he's like, "Please, these are my kind of people. Let me stay here."
As he's talking, can I just put some jerky in his mouth and just walk out?
He attacks you.
Okay. Do it.
He swings on you.
Do it.
Does a 14 hit?
It does hit.
Can I roll perception to see if we hear the commotion start?
That's 4 damage as he punches you in the jaw. Yeah, you openly hear it.
Can I punch
I
him
crit.
back?
Yeah. I just,
Yeah, like yeah.
I come like storming back in. It's like, I asked a simple question. I asked you to do a simple thing. What the hell is taking so long, Benny?
He punched me.
He like turns on Thor. He's like, why the fuck did you hit my brother?
Your brother's disrespectful. I was just asking. I just want to stay here. You're talking to guards, and you want to go talk to more guards. I just want to stay here. These seem like my kind of people. I don't know what the fuck is happening or what I've got wrapped up in. And in the middle of his sentence, you just hear him go, and he starts to bleed down his tunic as his throat is slit from behind. And the drow just sidesteps menacingly and just pushes him into the fire.
My pistol had slid into my hand, and I just let it slide back in. All right. That's one headache solved. Thank you. I don't know your name. You do good work. Benny,
She like
let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
gets the blood off her blade,
I'm gonna
and then,
spit on
like,
the fire because I just got hit by this
cleans it
motherfucker.
off on her dark leather,
the first damage you've
sheaths them
taken?
again.
No, I took him in the first fight.
Get the fuck out of here. Thank you. You did me a favor, really.
I guess that ends mine now.
You guys come outside and Squinch is like trying to part the crowd by belching at them, like hissing.
Yeah, I
They're
walk out.
they're like actively booing a squid, like boo, like little goblin freak, like
It's a tough crowd.
Goblin freak.
It's a tough crowd. They're looking at
I walk out and like adjust my my vest, and I'm just like, okay.
Karnak walks out with you, puts his hand on your back, and he's just like, look, no violence in the bedroom, all right?
Hey, believe me, you just did me a favor. At least I didn't have to do it in your bedroom. It's better that you clean your own house. Anyways, we're gonna go. I gotta wrangle this. So, I'll see you in a bit. And Vinny like walks off like annoyed. Like he's like annoyed.
Is
At
there
this
any
point.
change in demeanor?
Ooh, new
from
boss,
Karnak?
wait. Come back.
He looks concerned. He goes back, he sits down, he puts his cigar down, like out on the table, rolls up like some blueprints, and just kind of like puts his head like down like this, contemplating what's about to happen.
Is that a change from when
Yeah,
we got the first
very, very big change. He looked calm and cocky when you first met him, and now he looks like determined and focused, slightly concerned.
Do we think Thoric just ratted us out?
I don't know. I don't think so. But if he did, we'll deal with it. Karnak's not gonna turn. He's not gonna try to double cross me. Not right now. If he does down the line, we'll deal with it. But right now, he's an ally. We'll keep him. We'll keep thinking he's an ally at least. Benny, you gotta tighten it up. All right.
Okay.
All right. Pay attention. Focus
On what?
on not being an ass.
Well, you said go get him. I went to get him and he punched me.
Okay, you're allowed to state your business before you accost, okay? I told you this. Say hello, tell them what you're there for. Then, if they resist, you can use force.
Okay, brother boss.
All right. Jesus. Okay. I don't know who Jesus is. My friend from prison.
New bosses. Where to?
We're not your boss.
Oh, yeah, I'm your boss.
That's brother boss.
No, so there's no bosses here. It's just a nickname.
Brother boss Terry, brother boss Venny.
I'm not your bro. You know? Okay.
What are all your first names, brother?
All right, you know how to get the hammer, Squinch?
Huh?
Squinch. What is it again?
Squinch.
Squinch.
Cringe.
Cringe? Squinch.
And squish.
Squish.
Squinch.
Squidge. Got it.
Gross.
Perfect. Squidge.
SQUINJ. Squinch. Master told me. Taught
Right.
Squinch how to write.
So, Squinch, you know your way around here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You lead me to the hammers.
I think I'll go talk to this banner act
Which
guy and then
hammers?
meet
Like-
up with you
Hammers?
back here in a second.
Sounds
Or
good.
Hammers.
Don't get lost. Don't get killed. All right? No. You owe me money.
The people.
I would hate for you to die owing somebody money. You know what I'm saying?
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
The law enforcement.
I want to see if he likes me a little.
Oh.
Because I am annoyed.
Popo.
Did you crit?
I crit.
With the Popo.
So I
Vinny, how
wouldn't
do you
know
feel
if
about
he just
him?
wants money or if he actually is mildly concerned for my health.
So, yeah, with that, he would definitely. Vinny puts up a very good front. And yes, he is very concerned about his money and his payout because he thinks that Terry is going to lead him to a bigger payday through this cult thing. But he also just doesn't want this dude to die or get hurt. Like he has a soft spot for Terry at this point.
So Terry would smile and be like, "No, yeah, I got a lot to make off that 10% together."
Exactly. Okay. All right, you two, let's go. And we'll start. I will wait for Squinge and I'll follow Squinge as he leads us away.
Following Squinge. To the
and
left.
Terry will head towards Banner.
Left-a-roo.
Yeah, Bannerak's in this hub. It's very obvious because he has like a little storefront and it just says Bannerak's Maps.
Oh.
And you see like an elderly man, which is kind of like a shock because everyone you've seen up until this point, like the oldest person you've seen is like maybe middle-aged. And Bannerak is very visibly like elderly. He has a cane. He has like black robes. Terry, what's your passive perception? 19 or 10?
I think it's just flat. I think wisdom's my only stat that doesn't.
As you approach Bannerak's little shop front, roll a perception as he's kind of filing through some papers.
17.
You see on one of the papers he's shuffling about and putting to the side, like noticing you walking up, he kind of like stacks them up, puts them to the side. You see a drawing of the emblem of the Forever Flame.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know,
Oh my god, it's fucking everywhere.
I used to live under this house.
We
It was
left.
cozy.
Let's go. Yeah, we're still taking
We
the
left.
directions, aren't we?
We left. We're not there anymore.
Yeah,
Does it
Squinge
look-
is saying this.
Oh, Squinge is just giving us.
He has a.
Does it look like he drew it, or does it look like he?
It looks like it's drawn with coal. Like he used
Okay.
coal as charcoal, and it's drawn as an altar.
Perfect. Glad Terry went alone.
Well, you said
drawn as a what?
It's like an altar.
hot, you know,
It has the symbol carved into like an altar,
that is
and you
how
get a
Squinge
quick
was-
glance at that. There's some
but
writing
Squinge
on it. You don't
was
see what that
under
says
this,
though.
This house, and that's where Squinge hovels.
And he's a map maker.
hovels.
He's like a chronicler, map maker, stuff like that.
Do I know, for no reason in particular, of any reason why there would be a Forever Flame altar or faction in the mines? From things I've heard,
No.
that's weird.
As you approach, he looks up and he goes, "Oh, hello."
Hey, it's good to see a man of the quill or charcoal, I suppose. Gotta get you some better tools of the trade.
Well, tools, good tools are a rare find
You wanna go
these
to the bar?
times.
Yeah. So,
What can I do for you?
I was just kind of hoping to get some kind of documentation on the way things are down here. I wasn't sure if you had any sort of chronicles or something you could copy for me if you provided any services like that. I don't have
Well.
any money, so maybe favor or knowledge trade or something.
What sort of knowledge?
Well,
I have multiple guides, survival handbooks.
Yeah.
I also sell, for the premium price, some locations of some very nice coal and iron deposits that I've discovered through my
probably how you
dealings.
how you stick around, meet your quota.
I have many little birds.
Yeah, so people get you coal and iron for a percentage, right? And then you give them the maps. So those are the deals I thrive in. So I'm sure it's very unlikely you've ever seen anything like this before. But can I
By all means.
paper and charcoal? And I want to draw the symbol and say, I'm actually looking for something like this down here. Long shot. I'm sure you haven't seen anything like this. And they draw the symbol of the Forever Flame and then show it to him. And then watch. I'm watching him closely.
Well, rather new arrival, that group. From what I understand, they came here willingly. But any other information, we'd have to, You don't get to a ripe old age as this by just giving away information, my friend.
Yeah.
What could you offer me? I could tell you exactly where they are.
You could.
I could. They're in the mines as we speak. Why do you want to know about them? They're
Terry, having bluffed his
a little,
character and knowing literally nothing about knowing shit about fuck, I think is the phrase.
Yeah.
no fuck about shit.
His eyes get kind of wide, and he's just gonna make up the first fucking thing he can think of, and just say, "Yeah, I know about an untapped charcoal deposit that could probably make you a lot of money."
Roll a deception. Because you do, in fact, not know.
I don't know shit about fuck. But I'm really good at lying.
Come on, Nat 20.
He's learned very quickly from Vinny.
I am. I do. I have a little picture of Vinny in the locket. And I look at it. No.
Vinny, dude.
15.
He takes a moment and kind of like twirls his mustache. He takes your drawing and like looks up at you as he like takes it from you and puts it in his stack. Do you stop him?
No, So Terry was living in a world where there was a lot of subtlety, and so he really is always looking for little like micro aggressions from people and stuff. I think that's why he likes being around Vinny so much, because Vinny's very upfront when he is happy or sad or mad or annoyed. So like he's like hyper vigilant, and he sees that, but I want to make sure he sees that I see that. So I look at it, and then I give him a knowing look, and then like a little smile.
Listen.
Like I know I've got something he wants.
I got all the cool I need, friend. But how about a favor for a favor?
Yeah. What do you have in mind?
I tell you what I know about these recently arrived weirdos,
Yeah.
and you let me know if you see any actual deposits on your way there.
All right. There.
All right. He kind of like shuffles back and like sorts through his papers, and he pulls out what you saw. And he folds it over and like looks around and then just slides it across his little shitty table. He goes, I hope you find what you're looking for.
If you could part with a map too, would certainly help.
Roll persuasion to kind of attack that on there. See how you're doing.
7, and I think my persuasion's +7, so 14.
He
I could return it.
He pushes aside like all big rolled up parchments and pulls out like a very small rudimentary like drawing.
That's fair.
And he gives it to you. It's a very basic map with almost no information on it. There's no key. There's no like symbols. It's just a layout.
It's more than
Drawn
what I
by
have.
Kobold.
It looks like Squinge like drew it basically.
It does have squeeze.
For all you know, Squinge is a fabulous artist.
This is true.
Nobody's asked.
Let's not make assumptions.
Okay, well, I'll do this scouting for you.
Just let me know.
And so, just one more question and I'll leave you be. Does anyone, hold the old faith down here? I've heard some talk about Joachim, and I just wasn't sure if there was any shrines or prayers or anything like that, or if it's all just hatred and punching.
You see.
Could all use a little prayer for some gems.
Roll an insight. Roll an insight.
I'm not used to my stats yet. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Just a 16. Which is a 16. It's pretty good.
When you say that, in the middle of your sentence, you see like tears kind of well up in his eyes, and his upper lip kind of quivers like for a moment as you see his mustache like quiver. I'm afraid not. The old gods they're gone.
Well, they don't have to stay gone. Maybe we can do something about that later, but I'll go see what I can find for you.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck. What was her name?
Terry.
You
All
really
right.
thought about it.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
I was deciding, but I think I just connected with him, so
He holds his hand out to like shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
And he nods. He's like, I'm Bannarek. Don't get yourself killed, Terry.
I'll try.
Those seeking knowledge is a rarity these days. I'd like to see you again. So, good luck.
Can I look at my paper? No, I'm gonna go.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go back to where we said we would meet.
Yeah, they're just. You see these two just like looking at Squinge as Squinge is talking to them.
Squinge pulls out the most exquisite hand-drawn map you've ever seen. It's just, I do this in my free time.
Look at my map.
Yeah. Squinge is a good artist. Screw you guys. No, anyway. So
You can tell from your map that it's a perfect map. And
Squinge has a photographic memory, which is why the old master really liked Squinge. Anywho's, if you want to go to the hammers, like, we're going to go this way and go this way and down this road. But if you want to go to the hammers, like the Popo, we go this way, and then we have to sneak around and go by the river Scheisse, and then we go here.
nice.
Books and covers, I suppose.
Which way you want to go?
And I crumple up my basic map. Just drop it.
Oh, that's a solid attempt. Anyway.
Nice try.
You promise, kid. So which way you want to go?
The Popo.
Hammer. Oh, the Popo. All right. Squinge no like the Popo, but we do what we must for new masters. To the left. Left-a-roo.
On the map, you see that this route leads you through some collapsed areas that have been like refurbished into mine shafts, and it also leads dangerously through a very porous section of mines where the water runs through the ceiling and into the mines.
Is it something I think that I would fit in?
Good question.
You can't tell from looking at the map.
It's
Yeah,
very
it's not
dank, very damp, very musty. Just like home.
Smells like home.
Can Benny fit?
Let Squinge look at you. No, we might have to go around. Do you like to climb?
I don't think I climb a lot.
Okay, so we can go through the shortcut in the middle of town, but it's dangerous. Do we like danger?
That sounds fine.
I look at Vinny and I'm like,
The town it is.
Okay. Dangerous town. You guys are interesting. Squinge is excited to be here. He's just gonna start ambling off in that direction.
Yeah. If you're gonna take through like the shanty town, you would just follow the main path, and you would be hitting 2 hubs, and then
Okay.
branch off from that second hub to their camp.
Okay.
If only you could fit under houses like Squinge.
Squinge, how do they keep time down here? Is there like a bell? Is there a
What's,
crier?
What's time?
Oh, all right. How do you know when it's time to eat and when it's time to sleep?
Squinch knows that you just eat when you can and you sleep when you're tired.
I mean, you just you this part go you eat bug. That what you mean?
Gross.
Duh.
What?
Cave bugs.
Or if you're fancy, rat on stick.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Like Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak. You know, sleep down here if you can help it.
all right. What time was it when we came down here?
It was late.
What's
It was like the middle of the night.
Yeah, it was super late.
Someone explain what
So
time it
it's you guys are actually starting to get a
Sounds
little
like a
tired.
Yes.
construct.
I am getting a little tired, honestly.
Change?
Um,
Always dark, damp, dank.
a place to sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna need to find lodging, safe place to rest.
Safe for big people, not under house.
Discreet, maybe?
The Shit River Inn.
Well,
And maybe a description that Squinge knows about, but there are some places on the way that you could find lodgings.
Like
Squinge knows of.
Is it just a bridge that she sleeps under? That he sleeps under?
I
There's-
just need a little bit of
No,
privacy.
the
is
trolls
all.
live there, and they're very protective of their territory. So Squinch does not go near there.
Squinge knows. It depends on your concept of safety down here. Would you rather be around people, or would you rather kind of be off the beaten path where you can get some privacy? But there's always the chance that with privacy comes
Great responsibility.
shady. Yeah, pretty much. Get out. No, I'm just kidding.
That's very wise, Squinch.
Squinch is an enigma, is what his old master used to
Squinge
say.
knows his pop culture.
Wish I
Don't know
could
what
write that down.
means.
But
I mean, I do always need a little bit of privacy, Vinny. Just a little bit.
That's all right. Yeah, yeah, fine. Take us somewhere quiet, away from people. We can keep God.
pretty much anywhere outside of the hubs is your best bet.
All right.
Finding a decent place, though,
I'll-
if you want to like roll survival.
Yeah, I'll trust Squinge to lead us to a cove or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of little
roll
alcoves
survival.
and
I'll try to
like,
help
sense.
you with the map.
Okay.
yeah.
So that's an 18 for survival.
He leads you off of this main hub that you've pretty much looked over, and in between this and the next hub, you find like a little alcove that looks like it's been abandoned. Maybe the former owner kind of met a unfortunate end, but there's some hay down there and some like burlap material that you can just enough make a little camp. You guys kind of lay down and just take in the predicament you've gotten yourselves into. And you take a long rest, I'm assuming?
Is it still like a building?
No,
Alcove.
you're in like a carved
Hole in
out
the
little
rock.
section,
Still low.
So we're like in like a little cave. you could say?
basically.
Can I take some trees or some stuff to make it like secure it?
There are
Why
no
would there be
trees.
trees in a
Is
cave?
there any
What's
rocks?
a tree?
I mean, you could try to like break off some rock from the rock wall, but around you, there's really nothing.
Nothing to like secure the entrance.
No, the entrance is pretty big.
You don't need it.
It's just kind of like there's a hall, a big hall, probably as wide as this room, and then in the side of it, somebody has taken the time to carve out like a little bubble for themselves. It's pretty common. You've seen a lot of them as you've been down here.
So as we go in, I do have a 2-person tent that I'd like to set up
Oh, nice,
for me and Vinny. And I have 2 blankets and 2 bedrolls for us.
nice.
You
Okay.
Rich. Wow.
I want to, as much as I can get privacy in here, I would want to go in a corner and then position my box so that when I open it, right, like you would only be able to see like the
So
lid.
you kind of got your back up against the wall.
Yeah, I got my back up against the wall. I'm as far away.
You kind of wait until they get the tent set up and they go in, and then
Yeah.
what's Squinge doing?
Squid
kinda-
is digging himself a hole to sleep in.
All right.
Oh
Just
yeah. Vinny would delegate Terry first watch, Squinge second watch, Benny third watch before he goes to sleep.
Sounds like Vinny.
So, what brought you guys
Um,
down to Hovel Sweet Hovel?
Terry,
We're looking for a coup.
What's a coup?
this is good. The conversations between these two is
Those
good.
Yeah.
don't exist
Amazing.
down here.
It sounds like it's pretty good flavor.
Squinge would not know. Squinge eats bugs.
I can make you better bugs.
Keep talking.
Give me bugs.
Squinge pulls out a handful of just like
Uh,
a detritus.
yeah,
bugs.
I'm gonna pull out my cooking supplies over the fire, and I'm gonna try and spruce up these bugs with my berries.
There's no fire.
Can I make a fire?
What are you burning?
I have some. I have 50.
I have a horseshoe.
Let's see here.
He does have a horseshoe.
By the way, Terry, everything's normal.
I got a tender box.
As normal as it can be.
I think while he's fucking around with the fire, if I don't, I'm only gonna give this to Benny because I think he's too dumb to even notice it. But you would see me, eating there with the box. I'm just like chewing some jerky, some hardtack. You know what I mean? And just minding my own business.
I feel like Benny looks at you and then just goes back to trying to start a fire. I have a tender box, and I do have like 50 feet of rope. So can I try to just like do enough rope to just cook? I'll burn some of my rope just to keep the fire alive. Like maybe add some.
What are you cooking? Some bugs?
Yeah, so I have cooking supplies, but I also have the berries and stuff I got in town. So I
Okay,
want to
so
try
you
and
some,
make.
like
I want
bug
to try and make
protein
like some,
pemmican.
yeah, some exquisite food.
Okay,
Something
that's
else.
first of all, that's a stretch.
None of the words you used
That's a stretch.
So
until you got to
Well,
exquisite.
So I have squash,
No, you're onto
berries,
something.
corn, and meat. So I'm,
Exquisite.
And
High
salt and pepper.
fine dining.
You could
So-
with Benny's skills,
cold gazpacho.
you could make it. You could make it edible.
a berry
Yes.
base.
So-
Berries
What
and
I'm
corn that have been in the
understanding,
bottom of his
you
backpack.
are attempting to bring out the umami in my cockroaches.
yes,
I'm gonna say it's gonna cost you half your rope.
that's fine.
So
And I'm gonna
I
make.
can't wait till we need.
I wanna-
it, and
I'm
you
a-
have to be like Benny. Where's the fucking rope?
I want to make enough for us to eat tonight, and then in the morning.
Yes.
you got
25 feet of rope gone.
Squinge will offer you a bit of his putrid like cloak to burn as well,
Okay.
so
cool,
he
cool,
can
cool.
contribute. He'll just rip it off.
so 20 feet.
It's gonna smell horrible, but like, you're welcome.
I still have 30 feet of rope.
After I delegated, then went in my
You
tent.
just immediately pass
I'm
knockout.
out.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
During my watch, I'm going to close the lid of my box after having like my meal. Again, it's like Pulp Fiction. Like you don't see what's.
That's
in
what
the
I think
box.
of every
It's like-
time.
Yeah,
It's like I just picture Vinny's like face lighting up.
yeah. And then I close the
Just
box,
a golden N64.
and I'm going to set the drawing that Banner Act gave me down, and then I'm going to put the piece of cloth I had, with the
Mm.
ruby, next
Mhm.
to it, and I'm just going to take a deep breath, and then I'm going to unfurl the ruby, and I'm going to inspect it.
Okay. Are you say you're reading what he gave you?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
basically getting all of my shit out and taking a moment to try and figure out what the fuck is going on.
Ah.
With what Banneret gave you, you see a diagram of an altar that matches the amulet, at least conceptually. Further down, you see a small description just describing what he saw, carved in rock face, some sort of altar. Too many there to get any further observations. Had to return. Too old.
Hurts.
Oh.
Back hurt.
They didn't believe me. We'll return again if I see fit.
Any indication of where, like, it is?
No, but it does mention that there were 5 people, 5 robed people.
And is there anything special about the? Do I have any reason to know why the amulet survived the fire that burned her alive versus?
You would know straight away that it is just resistant to flame. And the only members that would just burn when they die are those purely devoted.
Mm.
That they've gone through some sort of ritual.
Ceramophysis.
So there's
It's to be avoided.
but it's relatively mundane. It's just like a symbol of status.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a badge.
I would look around, see that no one is there, and I would put the amulet on just for a moment, and then just sit there quietly for a second, and then take it back off.
Yeah, just PTSD echoes.
Yeah.
Like just you can imagine the types of things, like just echoes of being berated.
Yeah.
And then no, I'm good.
And then I take it back off, wonder why I just put it on as it goes, right?
Mhm.
And then wrap it back up in the cloth. And I'm just going to curl up right there and just almost kind of like snuggling the box. I'm going to like one arm over and I'm going to try to, well, no, I'd wait till my watch is over and then I do that.
Yeah.
Oh, am I waking up? Who'd you say was second?
Squinch.
I wake, squinge up.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
not
buddy.
asleep. I'm dancing around the fire going roasty toasty roaches as he's cooking. Just so excited.
I hope you don't need sleep anytime soon because it's
Oh,
your
no.
watch.
Squinge is relatively always manic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed at this time.
Well,
Okay, bye. Did we eat the roaches or nah?
Yeah, I gave you the rest,
Oh,
or enough for tonight.
all right. I'm gonna pocket them for now, and I'll try them in the morning. Well, it's just good old Squinge like usual. Pulls out a thing of dice and cards, just starts playing fucking solitaire. Just like
the night passes in relative safety. Comfort, though, not so much. Those in the tent. I mean, Vinny sleeps pretty good.
Hell
Like, there is rock bed under you, but
Yeah.
you have enough padding to where it's not. And you're in the morning, all your alarms go off. Yeah. No.
That was perfect.
Everybody's kind of stiff from the the circumstances you're in, but you do manage to get a good night's sleep. Nothing happens.
We sleep pretty good.
There's no way to really tell if you slept through the night or into the day, but
Eat that.
and
yeah,
it's
time does not exist down here.
it doesn't seem to be taking an effect on you, but you get the feeling that a prolonged exposure to not seeing the sun may start to weigh on you.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you talking about?
Maybe not so much squinge,
It's
but
great down here. What are you talking about?
but you get the opposite feeling that maybe someday seeing the sun will
Oh.
fuck you up. Yeah.
Can't wait to piss at the sun. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but
See, I'll tear down the tent once we're out.
roll to attack. No, I'm just kidding. Benny. I'm just kidding,
These
Benny.
bugs and just walk up to you and be like, "Teach me your ways, master."
Yeah, how do the bugs taste? How well did I do this?
Delicious, dude.
Passable. I mean, you kind of fried them, so they were
10 out of
crunchy,
10.
a little bit of texture. They were okay for bugs.
This is the best thing I've ever eaten in
Well,
my
I feel
life.
like I would have made some corn with it too, and make like 2 meals.
Hmm. And that's what it put it over the top from like disgusting to passable.
cockroach polenta.
Just kind of.
Exquisite, you mean?
I'm sorry, exquisite.
Exquisite. Okay.
Exquisite
Beetles
mouthfeel.
over easy with a squash berry jam and corn.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make Squinge a foodie. I'm into it.
Benny's really happy with this meal, and he writes it down as one of his recipes.
Amazing.
Yeah. We have to
Um,
make it through 2 hubs.
2 hubs. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
I hold out my the cloth wrapped up amulet, and I say, if we run into any of the cult people, you could kind of use this like your signet ring.
All right. Yeah.
I just don't. It's just not me.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you sure you could you could always front saying you were like one of them, right?
I look at him. You knew that?
I mean, you kind of wear it on your face a little bit.
I'll have to work on that.
Yeah. I mean, you
Will
were
it
also wearing the
resemble his
robes
at all?
before we changed you. Unless you were a sacrifice, that would be wild.
Does.
Ooh, twinsies.
What?
Squinch pulls out an amulet that looks similar to yours and says, "Twinsies."
You see
What the hell
a
is that?
smaller version of what you have. At first you think it's rusted, but then you realize that it's just in the most disgusting state you've ever seen for a piece of jewelry.
Where did you find that?
Oh, I stole it from my old boss, and then when they arrested me, I swallowed it and digested it, and now Squinch wears it.
There's some. We got to work on your resume. So, boss before us was
Dwarf guy,
dwarf guy. Before him was.
the Baron,
Before him was.
the Baron.
Oh,
The Baron.
wait, what?
Yeah. the
You got
Baron.
that from the Baron?
I stole it.
You stole that from the. Is that what got you down here in the first place?
Yeah. And then Squinch served his time and went to leave, but then Squinch snuck back in because why would Squinch leave? It's so cozy.
So you smuggled
Oh my
evidence
God.
into a prison by swallowing it.
I wanted a keepsake.
Wait, this is good. This is. I mean, that's.
Squinch, you're incredible. I-
Well, Squinch knew that, but the validation is nice.
That's wild. Yeah, no, I mean,
but it's his word against the Baron, but still, it's something.
It's
not
from his
nothing.
vault.
well, I mean, at least we have. I mean, we know now
He has a vault.
that
Oh,
he's
yeah,
connected
he has a
directly
vault.
with these flame boys.
Squinch couldn't resist that vault's view.
Well, we could also
filled
plant
with
it on the
shinies.
Baron.
Do you know where the vault is?
It's Baron's.
You know how to get in.
Does Squinch know how to get it?
I look at
Yeah.
I look at Vinny.
Love
and
squids.
I look at Vinny and I'm like, Vinny, vault of lots of things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that belongs to the people of Blackrock.
No, it's the Barons.
Who did he take it from, Benny?
So we take it back.
He took it from Squinch after Squinch tried to steal it, I'll tell you that much.
I think there's lots of squinches in here who have lost lots of things.
How dare you? Squinch is a unique individual.
Only
So-
one in the world.
So Vinny's processing this, I'm guessing.
So the Baron sent.
I think.
Okay, I
TJ
need
is,
to.
too.
I'm just gonna come clean. And I show him the paper, and I'm like, there are cultists down here that Bannerac said came willingly. The Baron sent people down here, just like Thornwood, the
Thorn-
Hammer.
Thornwood, yeah.
Is it just the Hammer? Is that his nickname?
The hammer's like
The
a
hammer.
faction.
Well, he goes by commander or sergeant.
So Thornwood sent people down here, and the Baron sent down here. So there's lots of shit going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, we go talk to the Hammers, right? But they need to know that the Baron is down here too. It's not just about the mines; it's also about the mines. Something down here. Squint, have you seen this?
Oh, mine.
What?
I show him the drawing of the altar. This is carved into a rock somewhere.
Of course.
Squinch
Squinch
knows.
seen that.
Squinch knows where that is.
Squinch knows all. When it comes to the cave.
I don't know what that altar's about, but evidently he knows where it is.
You're pretty great.
I mean, we have evidence that the Baron is working with the cult.
Pretty great.
Yeah, but
You're
nobody
gonna be my best
necessarily
friend.
cares about the cult.
High five.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
true.
know about the cult.
I have to like jump up.
Yeah,
But-
I go down.
I'm just saying. Bonus, if you go say, "Hey, we foiled the Baron's plans, and you can declare martial law, and we caused chaos," bigger payout for you.
Wait, hold on. The Baron sent down the cult.
Yeah,
Right? Why?
that I don't fucking know. That's
Like, not just to look after the hammers of these fucking
they're looking for something, obviously.
peasants.
The altar.
What are they looking for? Is it valuable?
Squinch, roll an intelligence
I was gonna
check.
say, would I have known anything about the Baron's plan? That's a -1. or six.
You have no fucking clue.
Squinch was just there.
Look, Vinny, honest. Let's just think about it. The Baron is obviously interested in riches and power. So if he is
That's true.
risking shit in the mines,
Us
in
too.
broad daylight, with There's got to be something worth it.
No, yeah. The only reason you come down here willingly is for payout. That's why I'm here. That's
And
why
because
we're all
the
here.
ambiance. Hello.
All right. Okay. Okay. First things first. We're gonna talk to the Hammers. Once we talk to the Hammers and get that established, then we need to go peeking around what these road bastards are doing. Because if there's money to be made down here, I want it.
Did someone say peak? Squinch loves.
Whatever they're looking for,
sneaky.
I now want it.
And I mean, that's honest money. Then we could give the people back their things and get rich. Everyone's happy.
Sure, we can negotiate. I'll
Well,
give
we
them,
could
like,
keep some of
25%.
it.
Yeah, keep some of it shiny.
Fine. I'll take 25%.
I want at least 2 shinies. And Squinch is in.
I could build a restaurant. A lot.
Okay, we're
What?
getting broad with the plan. Let's focus in.
You guys have kind of packed up camp and you're kind of like slowly walking towards the next hub while this conversation's happening.
Yeah.
Want to go to that altar or what?
I think we're going to talk to the Hammers.
Yes, but
Hammers
first things first.
Altar next.
I've got a couple destinations we got to deal with at this point.
Ooh, road trip.
So yeah, we're moving.
How do you know what a
towards
road
the
is?
Hammers.
That's a good question.
Hammer time.
We are moving towards the Hammers.
Okay.
The Hammers.
Knowing that that's like 2 hubs away, you breach another big opening, and this one is different than the first one.
Okay.
It's much more focused on mining than it is like a makeshift living situation. You're starting to notice as you get deeper into the mine that the resources are becoming more abundant.
Okay.
Towards the entrance to the mine, it looks like they've all been harvested.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's starting to transition from people trying to just live and survive to people actively working. You
Okay.
see people with pickaxes, people moving carts, people just carrying big loads on their back, like stacking up in the center of this giant hub, just a giant pile of coal and iron ore. And above you is an opening that has a giant bucket with chains that looks like it's able to come down. And all around you on scaffolding and there's just people mining outwards. They're building, there's carpenters like putting up support beams, and you see further ahead is another main entrance, like main pathway, and then to your left is what looks like a big opening, but instead of it just being open like normal, there's a built building into that pathway.
Mm.
And what you see on there is a big banner that has 2 crossed hammers. So maybe some sort of outpost guarding the miners. That's what the vibe is.
Okay.
You see
that how
And
they
this is
get
in the
supplies
second
in?
hub.
This is the second hub.
This is the
Yeah.
Hammers hub
Wait, come.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they
Or maybe you're bordering on their territory.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like they may protect the miners or like to be around them for some reason.
Yeah.
Anything is free.
And those chains that are coming down, those buckets, what is the scale of the buckets themselves?
Massive.
Massive, yeah.
Massive bucket.
Like could
Wait.
carry people.
It could.
Yeah.
You definitely. You could climb up
The
those
7
chains if
You
you
see
could.
that third bucket
Second
from the
prong
sun?
on my little
That was
back here.
Squinch's condo at one point.
Third bucket. From
I miss that
Is this
bucket.
how they get food in, maybe?
That's how they get materials out.
Oh, okay.
That's how we might get materials out.
You see open like starlight. Or it's morning now, I'm sorry. You see like ever so slightly sunlight like breaching the darkness, and then it's just swallowed up into the void as it gets down into the mines.
Squinch actively
Okay.
hisses anytime the sun shows up. Just
Okay.
it burns.
Yeah, I will turn towards the fortress-esque thing and start heading that direction.
Yeah.
He thinks he knows where he's going. All right, I like the spunk on this one.
Walking up to
You're
it,
close to the
the
people.
scale, you kind of take in the scale of it, and it's
That's like the
carved
opposite
out
of
of
what Squinch
bedrock.
does, but Go off, King.
This kind of like imposing kind of building is carved into the bedrock, and in the bottom section is like a drawbridge type area, but it's made into like a makeshift door instead of being used as a drawbridge.
Okay, yeah.
It's been like refurbished into a big like fortress door.
So this was here before they started the current mining situation, possibly.
Possibly.
Ooh, Squinch knows password. You knock like, and then they'll let you in.
Do you knock on the door?
Can I
did it kind of like on my legs.
can I roll a
Okay.
history
Yeah.
to see if I would have ever heard anything about the Black Rock mines before
Go for it.
they are now?
Yeah.
I crit.
You crit. All right.
Nice.
Cut it the fuck out.
Too powerful.
A
Stop.
DM's favorite thing is like history crits. I mean, the intro that I kind of said, Vinny remembers you grew up in Valeran.
Yeah.
And you know the history of the last age of the city of Viridia and Valeran, the twin cities.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Viridia was overseen by the goddess Joaquin.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that Valeran, they kind of prospered from the wealth of Viridia, and the goddess, what's her name? Soon, the
Yeah.
goddess of love and beauty, oversaw that city, and together they created like a harmonious utopia for like bohemian artistic and just equality utopia.
Yeah.
This is 1,000 years ago, though.
Yeah.
And as time passed, you know that these mines held the rarest gems.
Yeah.
And in order to protect them, the goddesses did build fortresses and got like dwarven armies to guard them.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that was
This
what I was-
fortress does have remnants of dwarven architecture, but it's been refurbished and destroyed so many different times that you can barely make out
Yeah.
that it's still there.
Yeah.
This has been here for an age.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Okay, so Squinch teach everyone the secret knock, and at the same time we'll bang on the door.
Is there any guards out front of the door?
There are not any guards out front side of the
Okay.
door.
So we will.
You do see murder holes, though,
Yeah.
and you see like a rampart. You know those cross things in castles that they can
Archer
shoot crossbows out? You see those like up on like halfway up. And then on the top you see that's what they're called, aren't they? Are they murder holes?
I don't know. I've never heard the word.
Like,
I love it though.
They're like firing
No, that's a
holes.
thing.
I think it's called murder
Yeah,
hole,
murder
but I don't know. I don't know for sure. That might be just something
see
weird
a
I picked
murder
up, but
You see a murder hole.
I like love holes. I didn't mean to say that.
Okay.
wow.
Materialize.
That erased my brain. Oh yeah. On top, you do see like 3 openings, and there appears to be some sort of rampart that goes from side to side, and you can make out the slightest of like creaks of someone walking back and forth up there.
Okay.
So Squinch taught Benny the secret knock,
Yeah, it goes like bap, 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 bap.
and we're gonna do it at the same time.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2,
Wait.
One.
bap, 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 bap.
They both laugh at the same time.
yeah.
He's my best
You just
friend.
hear Benny go.
Yeah, the goblin and the large man are becoming swift friends, apparently.
Yeah.
You guys watch in like anxiety as they bam, 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 and then laugh and look at each other like they just completed their mission.
I look at Benny though, like I did something good.
I turn around and also just mimic what Benny does. Like,
You hear like the swing of like metal swinging on a rusty hinge, like, and you just hear someone go, "Who's out there?"
I will reach my pocket and I'll actually slip on the signet ring before I move forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump and like
I'm
run
like,
up your back again.
Ah.
and hide.
Yeah.
My name's Vinny. I come in the name of your boss. Looking to talk to those who are loyal to the Sergeant at Arms.
You mean Thornwood?
Yeah,
Thornwood sent you
yeah.
into the mines.
Do you want me to keep saying yeah or?
Fair enough.
You see you hear the rope pulleys being pulled, and the gate actually starts to lift,
Just enough for you guys to drop your head under and walk in.
Okay.
Inside,
Walks under like normal. Like yeah. He's so short.
Benny, hits
Benny
his
has
head.
to like crawl.
yeah, you do have to kind of go way down.
Bear walks.
Open the
Um,
door. There's a goblin.
As the gate opens, you see, it's kind of a surprise because it's not very big in here.
Yeah.
The tunnel that looks like it led into this fortress has completely collapsed.
Okay.
And you see guys with their shirts off, picking up and moving these giant dwarven stones and moving them over to the wall to repair it.
Okay.
They have a a little camp set up around there, and sitting at a table is a elven man with an older woman at his side. They all have the black mantle of the hammers,
Yeah.
but some of them aren't wearing it.
Okay. I'll approach.
I would say there's probably a dozen people in here,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna approach
men and women.
the man and the woman at the table.
You see a short military cut human man or elven man. He has his hair cut short. He's very big for an elf. Normally they're slender and dexterous. This one looks like Benny.
Okay.
He's just a massive dude.
All right.
The woman is sitting there taking notes as he delegates, and he's like, no. We have to worry about people's quotas. We can't have anyone dying. This isn't good.
Sorry to interrupt.
He looks up at you, can I help you?
I will just set the signet ring on the table.
He picks it up, looks at it, and then just gives it back to you. Word from the surface?
It's time to move.
Are you here to help us fight?
Yeah.
Are
Say
you
it with your chest.
Are
Vinny.
are you sure?
I've got a couple things in motion.
Please explain. And he sits back, puts his quill down, crosses his hands.
So, me and my associates here have come to help break free the bonds that hold these poor people. But I also have some things that I would like to get. I also have some things that I would like to get done concerning a certain group of individuals that my friend has informed me are probably under the direct employ of the Baron himself.
Squinches like fully against the wall, trying to not be perceived. Right?
I don't know how you feel about
The
you know,
fanners of the flame.
Yeah,
Scared of the popo.
They got
Yeah.
a lot of names.
yeah.
That's what I call them.
I've heard First Flame, Eternal Flame, and Fanners of the Flame.
Now you wouldn't happen to know what they're doing down here, because I got the distinct feeling they're looking for something.
They are.
And what might that be?
Well,
Did you know that? You don't give a shit that they work for the Baron?
oh, fuck the Baron.
Good. Okay.
We're here to undermine
Ha.
any authority
Ha!
that
Ah.
so-called man has over this city. We can't speak of this openly, but what they seek is very powerful, very chaotic and dangerous, and it should not be disturbed by any means. And he like slams his hands on the desk, and he stands up, and he's like as tall as Benny.
Okay.
And he walks like over and just looks at his men working, and he goes, "Even if we all die, it's still worth it to prevent them from finding it."
The coup?
Well, yes, and
Is it delicious?
Apologies.
that's one way to describe it, possibly.
It is
No.
good.
If you revel in destroying, corruption.
What is it? What do they seek?
He pulls out a piece of paper
Okay.
and he opens it and shows you. And what you see is like a rough, like charcoal drawing of. At first, you think it's like a vein of ore, and then you start to notice as you like study it further, it looks like a body.
Oh no.
And you realize
God's body?
the scale of it is massive.
No, no.
And then he folds it back up and he goes, "We must not openly speak of it. They have spies everywhere."
That doesn't look delicious.
Squinge.
Eh.
Hey.
Eh.
Did you look at that?
What?
The drawing. Did you look at the drawing?
Oh, why? What?
Can I see that one more time?
He just hands it to you.
Oh.
I skitter over.
Just
Okay,
and he like
so with
looks
your
around
photographic
him.
memory, you need to look at things when people. Anytime you see a paper, look at it.
Okay, okay.
Olfactory memory too.
Can I eat this?
Please don't.
I take it back. We got it now, Squinch.
He like
Squinch.
he tucks it back into like his mantle.
Do you,
Remember,
do you
papers?
have
Look.
any paper Squinch can eat? Just starving.
He literally just like points over to like a cauldron, like with stew in it. And Stu is screaming, like, "Why are you eating me?" No, I'm just kidding.
Poor Stu.
Squinch just kind of like smells and goes,
Well, that is.
He looks at you like, "What the fuck?"
pulls some bugs out of his pocket and eats those.
Can
instead.
Benny make this stew better?
Yeah, walk up.
Guys, focus up. Let's focus up.
Nah,
I'm
focus
gonna,
up, focus
I'm gonna roll like a cook
Focus
roll or what do I
here.
roll?
Benny's gone.
I mean, it's like a trade, right?
Anytime you get paper. look
Well,
at the paper
technically not
and
till
don't
level
eat it.
4, but
This is
Mm.
complicated.
Benny does cook.
How do you want to make it better?
I've got squash still, and I got some salt, pepper.
It already has most of that in there.
Okay,
With
and
the
more
provisions you
bacon.
have, it looks pretty good already. Yeah. You'd have to find some more unique like ingredients to make to spruce this up. Yeah. And given that you're in a mine, there's probably nothing to hunt or
Yeah.
gather. So, yeah. Benny walks over to the stew and just
Start
stares
drinking
into it.
Contemplatively.
Yeah. And like he draws his attention from your more unique party members and then like back to you guys. Not that you guys aren't unique. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah. But they're crazy. Anyway, I love you all. I'm sorry. No character judgments here.
Just in my head, real quick, before any more talking, simultaneously.
Eccentric. That's my
I told
Uh,
you, Squinch is
Can I
an
like
enigma.
religion?
Yeah. The religion, history.
I got it. 13.
It's hard to know exactly what this could be,
Okay.
but it's definitely the remains of something old
And big.
and very big.
Old and huge. Okay.
I'm going to say with your crit from earlier, you know that this would date back to like primordial darkness, like the first age when giant beings roamed Krithos.
Yeah, okay.
With like its legend tells that giant elemental beings roamed the surface and surrounded by like elemental ether, they manipulated the earth itself.
That is not profitable at all.
Step 1, gather underpants. Step 3, profit.
I mean, I think it would be worth it to the people of this town if we stopped it from waking up.
So, what's your plan as of right now? Because originally I came here to get you to work as a second prong for an attack that I've already organized with the criminals up top.
We've gathered and forged and smuggled in from the surface many arms. We have them hidden. Most of the miners you see in this hub are willing combatants. Some of the older people, some of the women, some of the younger, more, vulnerable amongst us will stay in this fortress when we try to make it to the surface.
So here's what I propose. I've got my guys at the first hub. They're going to make a push against the guards at the gates. When they make that push...
Your guys at the front.
Yeah.
Being Karnak?
Yeah. You work with what you got. All right?
You know he's no better than what's happening or whatever. I'll deal with Karnak when things are done. I'll allow it.
Look, my job...
If he hurts any of my people, he's fucking
Here's the
dead.
beauty. All right? I like this opening and these buckets you got here.
It is a vulnerability. I see that too.
If we seize the buckets, we do a two-prong attack. As they push the front, we get to seize the lift. We can go up and counter around and pincer the entrance.
There's just one problem with that. Any attack on the lift, they will flood the mines.
Oof.
The next section down past here, where we have total control, the rock bed is very porous, and they have the ability to flood the mine. We've discovered that. They don't know we know it, but they will flood and kill everyone in the mines.
What is the mechanism to flood the mines? Do you know?
Some sort of explosive.
All right. It's down here.
I believe that they laid it in the bedrock itself under the lake.
I see. All right. Okay. Well,
It would be a massive cave-in, and then...
I mean, fuck the Baron, though, if he'd do something like that.
Indeed.
Losing the lake would hurt him too, would it not?
It would hurt everyone.
Fuck this guy.
It's a source of food, source of fresh water.
I mean, what if it was a smaller group that climbed to the chain using the...
not a bad idea. Smaller strike team goes up
I'm not leaving here.
and handles the disarming.
We haven't even risked recon. I don't want to put the lives at the end of the lives down here at risk. Are you stealthy enough to do some recon?
Are
No.
we stealthy enough?
No.
Well, let me tell you, my friend.
Well, here's what
We
I'm
are the stealthiest.
here's what I'm balancing.
Something pounds on my box.
I will prove it to you that I'm the stealthiest.
We could go up, do this whole disarmament, and make our escape push, right? But first, I think I'm gonna need your help for something different.
And what's that?
My associate here is probably gonna wanna make a play on the cult. We need to neutralize that situation before we make our grand escape.
I would agree. They're a liability.
We're going to help you, though. Then you're going to have to help Benny after we're done.
Indeed.
Am I doing good? Am
It's
I learning
Doing
things?
great.
Okay.
It seems our goals are linked. We will help. I won't have any of my not trained men with the cult. I will not send them. You can have any man in here, any soldier in here, any man or woman.
Understandable. Perfect. No, I don't need fodder. I need men.
He kind of looks at you when you say fodder. He just kind of like
I don't think Vinny would catch. I mean, he's just still yeah. No, I need soldiers to handle this because I think. And he like looks at the burn mark on his fucking jacket, and he's like murder in his eyes. Like they're gonna be a problem when we get there.
They're a constant problem. I've lost some good men to them.
So the idea,
And there's more and more of them showing up every day. I don't know how. I don't know. If you can find out how they're getting in here, that would be vital information. They're getting into the deeper part of the mines freely. I need to know how.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Squinch knows how to do that. By any chance, have you seen a symbol that looks kind of like this? In some of your more discreet areas?
Well, show the camera.
Let me tell you,
That's beautiful.
that's Squinch's mark.
I have not, but
Oh, I assure you, go to your coffers now. You'll find this S. It's proof Squinch was there. Squinch can get into any nook, any cranny, any secret passageway, and scope it out. Squinch knows this city like the back of Squinch's hand. You need espionage? Squinch is your guy.
I do indeed. If you could tell me how you suspect they're doing that, please, by all means. Squinge?
Squinch.
We can
It's
do
like
your
squirt-
maneuver.
it's
If
like-
we can figure
it's
out how
like
they're
squish
getting in.
and
we can
cringe.
Do the pincer maneuver
Squinch.
that way.
I'm Hadlar, by the way.
right. So we're
That's
gonna
me.
figure out.
Had.
We figure out how they're getting in. We neutralize them. Then we take crack team through wherever entrance they're coming through to neutralize the lake. Once we neutralize the lake, we can make our attack on the entrance, and we can have them take the lift. Once they take the lift, we can send the rest of the people, and the armsmen up to come around and finish the kill. Everyone's free.
He
everyone
watches
goes
you
home.
like bluntly lay this out, and he's just like studying you. Like,
I gotta make this pretty.
You know, you might prove more successful in questioning one of them. I wasn't going to tell you at first, but we did capture one of them.
Oh, my turn?
That would be brilliant. Yeah. No, if I could spend a little time alone with your captive.
Thalnar, bring the captive.
and you see like a big like
Careful.
you see like a half orc like dragging like somebody with a hood over their head and like bound their legs and their hands behind them, and he's just dragging them from behind like a corner that you didn't see, and he just drags them and just throws them on the ground in front of you, and then he just walks back to moving stones. It's just with a muffled like they hit the ground and they start to like try and wiggle out.
All right. We're going to talk with this gentleman. You have a quiet space?
Sure.
Excellent. You want to find a couple volunteers who'd be willing to make a rush on the cultists, and I will get this information that we so desperately need.
Sure.
And
Back around that corner.
Benny, bring the bag. And
When you guys all walk back there to the around that corner. You staying?
Fucking not.
You're not? Okay, fair enough.
I think it would.
I'm sorry, I assume.
it
I
would-
forgot about Terry.
I love these guys, but I'm not.
Is
that
there a
far
door
gone
back
yet.
there or
Fair
something?
enough.
No,
Yeah.
even if Terry would have tried to come, Vinny would have like pointedly stopped and looked at him to like.
You won't
and
see.
just
As
nod.
soon as we go in the door, Benny's gonna lock it and put like something in front of it, where it's just me and Vinny.
Like Batman.
Yeah.
You guys hear like you guys actively see it because you're out there still, and then you guys hear he turns to his men and he's like, "I need a group of volunteers," and every single one of them steps forward.
Oh, damn. Good men.
Yeah,
Sweet.
All right, as we get into the
you are now alone in a dark, dank like cell with
So, yeah.
this person bound.
Vinny will like undo his cuffs and he like rolls up his sleeves and you can see the brace on his forearm with the pistol on it. And he like undoes the top button, loosens his tie, and then he gets into like he like squats down. So, how you doing today? And he's gonna pull off the gag. What was that?
You take the hood off too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
You pull the hood off,
Yeah.
and you see completely bald with no hair. Almost looks like Freddy Krueger, like they've been burnt severely.
Yeah, yeah,
Their whole face, almost like a ghoul from Fallout.
yeah.
Like just a guy.
Okay.
Even his eyelids are burnt off. He can't even blink.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
Yeah.
As this is going down, Benny's gonna pull out his tool set and just lay out all his kitchen utensils.
You say you take his gag out. He immediately just starts cursing you like, the flame will take you all.
Yeah, let it out. Let
The flame will take everything,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it will. I mean,
even if
got
you
to.
kill me.
oh no, we're not gonna. No, and he like she's like, we're not gonna kill you.
He almost looks disappointed.
Yeah. No, they usually have that look. I need a little bit of information.
He spits in your face.
This one's sharp.
Huh. All right. Let's see. Let's see how crazy you are.
You hear him yelling all that, by the way. The flame will take you all, no matter what you do to me.
Benny,
Yeah, trying to like whistle a tune.
remember my
Stew.
look at my count.
Yep.
3 toes.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab
I
I'm gonna grab my sharpest kitchen knife.
Slow cook.
My sharpest kitchen knife and my
Puts the sharpest one back. Takes
and
the one.
oh yeah, take a little bit blunter one, and then I take my tongs. I'm gonna put my hat down, and then I'm gonna go over, tong the toe, and then just slice it off.
like a toe.
It saws off.
Yeah.
the toe.
Pinky toe first.
Oh,
One little piggy, and then the second one,
Wow.
and then I go 2 little piggies.
What's your alignment?
Chaotic,
His alignment is Vinny.
neutral.
Okay, fair enough. All right,
I'm very chaotic.
Yeah, you
I'd
guys
be
kinda do whatever you
borderline
want.
evil.
I am
but-
lawful evil.
that's true. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay,
Open.
not that
lawful
it's.
evil.
Yeah.
I was just
I'm
curious.
evil.
I'm
I don't
very,
really.
I'm
I don't
like,
really care.
I'm like
but-
chaotic.
Yeah,
His
his ignorance helps
Yeah.
a little bit.
I have 7
Chaotic stupid.
chaotic
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's a good way.
Doesn't
and-
necessarily know what he does is bad.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I mean, just screams of pain.
And then I go to get to the third toe. I say, "You talk yet?"
What do you want to know?
Third toe.
I don't care. I don't care about this vessel. I'm just tinder for the fire.
Right. Yeah, of course. No, yeah, I totally understand that now. How are you getting into the caves?
He just stays silent,
Can I-
defiantly silent.
Can I then light the burn so he doesn't bleed out to kind of like cauterize it?
Do what?
Like that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be burned.
I don't want him
Yeah,
to.
don't do anything.
I don't want him
He's
to.
like-
Benny doesn't want him to bleed out, so Benny's gonna cauterize the 3 toes.
No. Okay.
So he just stays silent.
Their whole thing is fire.
Yeah, but
All
I
right.
want to get
Yeah,
more
just defiantly
information.
silent.
If I just leave him bleed out, he's gonna die.
All right. Okay. Benny, skewer the eyes. We make them for dinner later.
The eyes?
Skewer the eyes.
I just dig right in, pull both eyes out.
Jesus Christ.
And-
Blood curdling screams are coming from the back room.
And then I'm gonna healing kit to keep him alive still.
Now, how are you gonna see? You're burning savior.
healing
You got
kit?
no eyes.
Yeah, I have like a healing kit.
Okay. You're gonna use it on this guy?
Well, yeah, I have 10 charges. So
Fair enough. Just if you use a charge, you do it enough to where you've done this before. You guys are fixers. You do it. Use a charge, and you'll do it surgically.
yes.
What were you saying, Vinny? I'm sorry.
I said, well, how are you going to see the coming of your eternal flame if you're blind? It's unfortunate. They could all stop. I mean, I could send you right to them. I could give you that sweet release. I just need to know where you're coming from.
Roll an intimidation with advantage.
Okay.
Oh my god, he botched.
That's a 12 for me.
With advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
That's 18 for me.
Episode 2, torture. Trigger warning, everyone at home.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Oh, by the way, there's going to be a lot of dark themes in this campaign. The party themselves, I asked them any subject they would like to avoid, and I was given a very short list. if you, yeah, I was. There's going to be themes that are very dark, and I'm sorry, but there's always an opportunity for the party to fix those themes, so you'll never know. Anyway, there can be
To undo prisoner torture.
Anyway, yeah.
That's my bread and butter. I can't stop that.
Almost compulsively reactionary, shaking, almost to the point of seizing. He just goes, "The Baron, oh, the Baron has a way at the bottom of the dungeons, the bottom of Blackrock Keep, next to the vault.
See, was that so incredibly hard?
Just kill me."
Okay, well, here's the thing. How hard is it to get to this entrance?
From here, impossible.
Impossible.
You'd have to walk through the fire itself.
Okay. Yeah. What do you guys want with the big body?
What?
The big body. The thing you're fucking around with down here. What do you want with it?
I pull out a tooth.
He literally,
Yeah, I'm going to pull out a tooth.
before you even do that, he sticks his tongue out and bites his own tongue off. And starts to
Can I
choke
try to
on his own
stop him?
blood.
No.
He's gagging on his own blood. He's
I
trying to swallow his own tongue.
I put a hand up. I grab him by his hair and I push his head forward and reach in
He doesn't
literally.
have any hair.
Oh yeah, grab the back of his
yeah,
head
yeah,
and
sorry.
I slam it forward, basically trying to smash his
yeah.
face to get the tongue out of his mouth.
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's bound. You
Yeah.
do it with ease.
And then I grab by the back of his leg, I lift him up, and I just say, I whisper in his ear, I go, "You are never, ever gonna go back to the earth." And he throws him back, stuffs the thing in his mouth, like a little piece of cloth in his mouth, sets him back, and he just goes, "Benny," takes his arms and legs, and we're leaving.
Benny takes his arms and legs off and then heals them up so he doesn't die.
Jeez.
I mean, that's got to take a while, right?
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah.
let him get to work.
Vinny and Benny, roll a perception as you go to before
That
you.
one.
We're busy.
All you hear is you don't even hear anything, and he starts to foam at the mouth and convulse. Flame, flame, flame.
Shit.
And he starts to burn like the previous body
Oh,
did.
shit. It's just like that one bitch. Damn.
As I'm cutting his leg, I'll just stop real quick.
That's no
Um,
fun.
Does anything fall when he disintegrates?
Mm-mm. He just kind of burns, and embers of him just dissipate. And all you see left is a pile of pale ash.
Well, shit.
You smell it, and it brings back memories, harmful memories.
Oh, yeah, outside you can smell it.
Yeah, I'll put my tools up then.
Yeah, I'll move the chair from the door, open it, and I come out.
Harry avoids eye contact, is just mixing the stew around.
I'm
Ha-
actively wiping blood off my hands.
Hadlar and all his men and troops are just
So
How'd it go?
we got the entrance.
You talking about this one? Squinch pulls up a map and points at the vault area.
Bottom of Black Rock Cleep.
By the way, you'll find my symbol at this part of it. This is the perfected symbol for.
Yeah, bottom of Black Rock Keep.
I don't know if
the
You really
vault.
put some time into that.
Sends it
Squinch.
down
I
to
like
the deepest
that.
parts of the mine.
The cool
I always
and then
suspected he had an
Squinch was
entrance, but I could
here.
never prove
That's
it.
what we're working with. So if you see that symbol, Squinch has already been there.
Now, the fact that it's in the keep could complicate things, but we take a small enough group, we can make it up. Make a play to try to neutralize the situation at the lake.
If you could get word to Thornwood,
Even better, yeah.
an entrance to the mines, he could just send men in. But I don't know how it's going on the surface. How was he? Just stressed as ever?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just feel like maybe we should fix the cult thing before we do that, because if we fix the cult thing after, that's going to alert the Baron's going to know shit's up the second shit's up. Shouldn't we fix the shit down here before?
You do realize the fixing is just going to be a lot of murdering, right?
I mean,
I cut the man's toes off.
Well, I did that.
Terry like avoids the eye contact and tries to look away. It's like I get it.
Are his toes ash?
Hey, sprinkle some ash in some food. See what happens. Might be
Please
umami.
don't people season the food.
God damn it.
Fine. No, you know what, Terry? You're right. You're right. We handle the cult. No witnesses.
No witnesses.
Then we make our way up the entrance. Once we make our way up the entrance, we inform your boss. And then we can get the edge we need. Either way.
Make a move on the Baron.
Exactly.
Just Squinch.
I mean, we cut the head off. We may not even have to make a push up the front entrance.
Soon.
We just open the gate wide and let him in.
He's like shaking his head, yes. Like that that would be preferable.
Now, I did make a deal. Those guards are going to have to deal with the boys upstairs. I
I'll
mean,
leave that to Karnak.
I assume they have it coming, so is what it is.
You know, as long as he doesn't start any shit on the surface, whatever.
Yeah, I think
The beef we got down here, we'll just leave it here.
sounds good.
We don't have
All right.
beef down here. I don't know what.
Well, that's the
Squinch
plan
does
then.
not know what beef is.
We handle the cult. We take out the Baron.
Benny, your mouth
We open the
waters
gates.
when he says that.
Yeah, Benny is
Yeah.
actively.
I mean,
hungry.
he's in agreement. He's like, that sounds better than a frontal assault on the barricades.
leans back and he's like starting to look a little more satisfied. Like
So when does Squinch get to sneaky sneak?
soon, very soon, actually. I mean, there's gonna be some lights in
Probably.
action, and then we'll probably need a little nuance there
Lights.
towards the second half.
Sneaky sneak good.
Probably next session, I would say.
Yeah.
As it,
Next
we're about
Perfect time.
about
Yeah,
that
perfect.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Some torture.
A lot of talk, a lot of RPing, but there's build up. So
We found Squinch. That's the
We
important
found
thing.
Found
Squinch.
Squinch.
Squinch is.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What a character to bring.
you're about to pop the cork on the Blackrock mines. See how it overflows to the surface.
Yeah,
Wait, please don't say pop the cork when it comes to flooding the mines.
flooding the mines. Yeah.
Literally.
It's a possibility.
There's an ad right now, so
Oh,
thank
shit.
you for anyone who isn't watching an ad.
Yeah, if you're not watching the ad, that means
Thanks for
Kudos.
subbing.
Yeah.
We super appreciate it. All right. Yep, ad is over, so that's gonna be it for. Gotta get out of my voice. That is it for the episode today. So if you're not in Discord already, hop down and click the link in the about so that you can join the Discord and get notifications for when we go live and stuff. And then if you aren't following, we would super appreciate you clicking the little follow button on Twitch because that helps us get discovered and stuff like that.
Next session, maybe a queue.
And next session, maybe a queue. What does that sentence mean?
No.
Cool.
Coo.
Coo.
Is it delicious? I guess we'll find out.
We're queuing up to a
Queuing
coup.
up to a cue.
I think we've queued up to the coup pretty well and good. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, which is I think the first week in March.
Merch.
Yeah. Should be March 2nd.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh man, that's gonna be kind of close for me with Gamma, but we'll try. Bye everybody.
Hey, see you.
Bye.